Right? They're the bad guys, who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening their refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of like a mermaid or a siren.
They're utter shits. They're utter shits.
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, white dudes in a basement, which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys.
You gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
Their voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be off.
When we got the descriptions, they were very adamant. They were like, try not to make it like a white blonde guy. Like, please. Like, we love him, but there's like 500 million of them.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
Lube for their rectal adventures.
Lutherville, Marina Del X, Otisburg. Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg. It's a little bitty place. Otisburg. Okay, I just wipe it off. That's all. It's a little town.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3.
Great, Sam.
We dumping chump. It's a landslide, sir.
On guard.
It's time to mobilize. Let's go.
A giant penis.
Did you cry?
That so much. I went into the house and my wife was like, "What's wrong?" And I just crawled onto her and sobbed.
Oh my God.
I like the old opening better.
Oh, good catch. I didn't even see that one.
I got you. It's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback. How you doing, peeps?
That's my host.
Already Aussie Talk, yeah. You can probably see behind there, what is your favorite Aussie song? Let us know. But before that, DB for 10. Give them something. Anything.
Like, you've got ogres.
So you gave them ogres.
Gave
them ogres. I approve. Hey, dog brothers and sword sisters. Time for everyone's video bar crawl.
Favorite.
Oh, yeah, the favorite. Yeah.
My aunt used to underline the important words on a card.
Working on Stonestein while listening. There you go. Hope everyone's week is kicking ass. Yours too, DB. Let's get it on. Yep. Major night. Good. I'm glad you guys approved. Hopefully I don't get struck or anything by by that. I see a lot of Muppet videos on YouTube, so it probably should be okay. Yeah, John Osborne already. Figured we'd get some of this tonight. R.I.P. Fellow Oz, yeah. Ozzy Osbourne. John Michael Osborne. Hungar, good to see you.
Clear out of here!
He gets the Emeritus drop. Thank you very much, buddy. Ryan, good to see you here, my friend. Reminder, War Stories Pledge Manager is open. Yep, there you go. Shadow Dark just sent out some digital downloads. Yeah, I got those. New Cursed Scroll or Cursed Zine or whatever she calls it as well. Yeah, and I think the Paladin, right, Ryan? I think the Paladin class was in there. Yeah, Rogan. He is risen, yes.
I am alive.
He is. I'll tell you what, it's been a little while. Hold on. I'm going to give you guys a proper open. Crazy Mouse is here.
He's everywhere. I'll make mincemeat out of you, mouse.
That's right.
Squeak, squeak.
And
just Arnold sitting in that thing going, ow, ow.
Robbie Shankar. Hungar for 2. You know, Wheaton's wife pegs him. Ouch. Man, going there already, buddy.
I'd pay to see
Cock is pretty good. I like cock.
So does Will, apparently. Badger for 2. War Pigs for message. Paranoia for performance. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I can't call myself an Aussie super fan. I like the hits, like some of the stuff. The thing is, where I think a lot of us are men of a certain age. So, you know, I remember being in middle school, you know, when like he was like kind of first, not like first going out on his own, but he was like getting a lot of like run like right away in his solo career. So I do have a distinct memory of that time. You know, the thing is, I don't of all his songs, I do tend to like most of them. I kind of don't like Crazy Train. Everybody likes Crazy Train. I'm just kind of sick of it.
It's been overplayed, but some of us is pretty deep in the soul.
Everybody's well, I mean, even the intro. I used to be like, well, I like the intro, and now it's like, the intro. You know what song of his I always the song he did with Lita Ford.
Close Your Eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, Close Your Eyes. I really always like that one.
Cobenheiser agrees with you.
Oh yeah, the Cobenheiser. I knew I liked the cut of your jib, Cobenheiser. Yeah, I like that one. I like Mama, I'm Coming Home. Maybe I like the soulful ones. Our friend Gavin said, listen to the song Wizard, which I had heard at some point, and I re-listened to it. It's like from their first album, I think Black Sabbath, like 1970. Very very interesting song. Probably wouldn't be one of my favorites, but it's kind of cool, actually.
This is a couple for Sweet Leaf.
Yep.
I'm a fan of that one.
Yep. DB likes Mama. Yeah.
In our intro...
Like it too.
When he is talking about the meatballs, the dashiest dash of Tabasco, keep your eye next week on Mrs. Roper. It looks like they were doing that take a couple times because she's kind of cracking up in the background.
Oh, is she really? I can see that.
Got a Bark at the Moon.
Bark at the Moon. Yeah.
Children of the Grave.
Yeah, he's definitely one of a kind. Razor Fist did a good 8-minute video. So after you're done tuning in tonight, check that out. Yeah, time is coming for us all.
It's undefeated.
So let's make the most of it, shall we? As Ozzy is playing in the afterlife now. Mr. Crowley, yeah. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good one too. That's probably his hardest one that I like.
Yeah,
Mr. Crowley, I do like that one. Planet Caravan. First of all, I have a little bit of business. This comes courtesy of our friend Cal, or whatever he's calling himself these days. No, this is a YouTuber. His name's Aten. From We Love TTRPGs. He actually, I have a suspicion he might have taken a shot at me like at some point. I have a vague recollection, but But I actually have watched some of his videos, and he's very entertaining.
He has a Jared Leto appearance about him.
He's actually a very good YouTuber. So Cal just said, "Hey, do you know this guy? He's kind of going through some stuff. I guess he's had like some health issues, and I guess he used to run a Seattle ghost tour, which I guess had to close up for a bunch of reasons. So he's just doing a GoFundMe. According to him, he said I could have taken like a triple P loan, during COVID. He's like, I chose not to, so I funded a bunch of shit with my credit card. He's like, so anything you can do to help out. So I promised Cal I'd pass it on. I threw in a few bucks just because he seems like an okay guy. So I think the link for that GoFundMe, if you want to help out Aten, is in the description. I'm sure if Cal's here, he'll also throw it in there too, because I think Cal might actually know him a little bit. Asterion for 2. Happy Wednesday, people. Happy Wednesday to you, my friend. We're at that age where our heroes die. Yep. And that always means that the first rank is going and the second rank is coming up. And, we're in that second rank, unfortunately.
My son and I had a long conversation about that the other day. He was all excited telling me about when he had heard Aussie passed away, and we just had this long talk. It was really interesting.
Oh, yeah?
He's a good kid. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, it's I don't like to dwell on it. I've been like binging on like universe like videos before I go to bed, just the meaning of space and time and how big it is and just
how little we are.
Like subatomic particles, all that shit. Kind of puts it in perspective for me. I kind of like to center myself every night. Well, that and jerking off too.
Jiminy Christmas.
Didn't see that one coming.
That's from it's from Clerks 2, remember?
That's what happens.
It centers me.
That's what happens when you're divorced.
No, exactly. Yeah. Patrick Demo, favorite Aussie song, "No More Tears."
Good song.
Good song. Good to see you, buddy. 20.
If
James.
you're good at something, never do it for free.
Give him another one too. Give maybe a new one, a brand new one.
All right.
James, thank you so much, buddy.
Wow, he's out.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed. 20 already.
That's so nice.
Yep, you guys are killing it already.
Very generous.
I'm gonna throw up this. So Mrs. D and I, this is I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to talk Daggerheart. We're going to talk Forgotten Realms in a moment. Daggerheart. Other things, we're going to look back in time tonight at the Black as Fuck, Black AF video starring Critical Bard. But this was this past weekend. Me and Mrs. D were at the Great Lakes Medieval Fair. These are the Ohio Hedge Nights. Okay, I'm glad we stayed for this because they usually have the joust. These guys are actually hitting each other with weapons. I mean, I'm sure they're blunted, but they are going at it. This was actually highly entertaining. They do not pull punches. That armor they're wearing is fucking heavy.
Imagine how hot that would be.
Oh, yeah. Tone it down just a little here. Trying to say Edgelord. Where was that? Yeah, I saw you passed through Erie. No, you'd have had to go over to Ohio for that Edgelord. That's in Geneva, Ohio. SCA or HEMA. Yeah. Look at these two with like long axes. Boom. Boom. Those are real shots. I mean, granted the armor's not cutting. And I think they were taking a fundraiser. I think somebody in the Cincinnati chapter of this sport died. And they may have died doing this. Chris Miller, I do that for fun. I still have my armor. Too old and fat to do it now. Yeah.
Get the breastplate spreader.
Yeah. Robert Baratheon style. So me and Mrs. D went. I just took out my phone. I'm like, I got to get footage of this for the guys on Wednesday. If you ever have a chance to see these guys, just look them up.
There were no forks in medieval times, so there are no forks in medieval times.
Didn't have forks, but they had Coke. I think there's like one spot where they beat each other with maces. Oh, this is it right here. Watch them beat each other. I think this does the most damage. They're like punching each other and like beating each other with maces. That's gotta fucking hurt, doesn't it?
Getting your bell rung nonstop like that, you just get a massive headache.
Mrs. D. Watch
now
this.
It's like Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah,
Robot.
it is. It is. Watch how brutal this gets, though. Right here, watch. Boom. Boom.
Dang.
I yield.
Yeah, crazy stuff, man. So yeah, that was actually fun. If you have a chance to see those guys doing that kind of stuff, I highly recommend it. Decado, good to see you too. Yep. Cal, I already talked about Aten. I put the link for the GoFundMe in the description. So yeah, if anybody wants to help out Aten from We Love TTRPGs.
Snake Oil wants to know where that was. Geneva on the Lake, right?
Not Geneva on the Lake, the Great Lakes Medieval Fair. It's kind of south of Geneva, Ohio, but you get off at the Geneva exit on your way to Cleveland from where we are, Sean. Kind of your typical medieval fair. You know, they have like the joust, which was okay. And they have, the comedy acts and all that stuff.
Did they have the girl where you go to the bar and she you ask for the clean version or the dirty version and she feeds you your beer? Have you ever seen a video of that?
I don't think so, no.
She dirty talks you into drinking beer. And
oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, hubba.
Hello.
I know. And she's very attractive, and I don't know. She just feeds you your beer while talking dirty to you the whole time.
Was the Pretzel Girl there this year?
I did not see the Pretzel. That Pretzel Wench is probably middle age now.
That's all right.
Me and Rogan saw the Pretzel Wench 20 years ago, and I think Rogan was instantly in love.
Oh my
she had
God.
She had a stick with all the pretzels on it.
I wasn't looking at the pretzels.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, well, none of us were, to be fair. Yeah. So she is forever written in our lore now.
Yes, she is.
As the Pretzel Wench.
A very pretty lady.
I just remember Gavin Morgan. He said, "I might just drag her into the bushes and give her do my nightly duty or something like that." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" All right, back to business. As Jerry Reed once said, Forgotten Realms coming out with 2 source books later this year. I got covers for both of them. And they're both shit. This is what you want, all right? I know some of you are going to disappoint me, like prodigal sons, and you're going to say, "Oh, it's Boo and what's his name? The guy with the hamster." It's so weird. It never ceases to amaze me how weird it is for a guy who looks like Rob Halford in makeup to have a hamster on his shoulder. Yeah, it does look terrible. But here you go. So you got the sister up there lording over it all. Hey, Joe, did you ever go to the medieval fair? Overkill Joe? Something tells me you probably did at some point. You got the furry there, the red furry, of course. It's a strong woman. You've got the man of questionable sexuality. And then, is that a cat person? Is that a cat person on the far right there?
I think that's a drow with an eye patch. Or are they allowed to say
What
drow?
is that? Chat, what is that? That's what it is, Chris. It's a stupid, cutesy art. Yes, thank you, Gaddafi. I've been shouting that from the rooftops. Minsk and Boo were around during AD&D. It was. I know, Patrick.
A lot of people are saying it is a drow with a floppy hat.
Drow and the floppy hat.
Although Van says it's Jaraxel.
I think he means Tabaxi.
Well, someone else said the same thing too.
Oh, Jaraxel. Okay. Jaraxel. I don't know what these things are.
Nobody knows. It's all ambiguous. They're all non-binary.
There's your question answered.
Yeah, I figured Joe. Was there. Oh, is Pittsburgh's pretty good? Yeah, I'll have to check that out. $2 Asterion. This has negative aura. All right. So you've got the group, and yeah, I know Patrick. He was around during AD&D, but some things should have just died, back then. So was Bobby the Barbarian and Uni the Unicorn. I don't think we needed them anymore either. Here's the other source book that they're coming out with. I think one's a player's guide and one's, I don't know, something, world guide or something. And of course, this is who they choose to feature. They all just look like they're posing. Realms Best Forgotten, says
That
Crawford
one-
of the Crimson
that
Claw.
one,
Thank you, yes.
The second one looked like when the Night King raised them all from the dead at the riverbank.
Yeah. Probably some inspiration from that, honestly.
Power pose. Do the power pose.
Yeah. It's pronounced drow, not drow. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for
clearing that up.
Clearing that up, yeah. All right. Now, I was never a huge Forgotten Realms fan to begin with. That's one world we never really played in. But at least back in the day, you had this. That's pretty cool. I mean, to me, that's like, okay, that's a little mystery. Looks like you're in the middle of something there. He just pulled up. Then there's this. See, these artists nowadays, they can't do action shots like this. It's a orc on a horse trying to, kidnap, some fair maiden. I don't know. It looks pretty damn cool is all I'm saying. But this is all you get nowadays. You just get people posing like they're taking a fucking selfie.
It looks like the old school baseball cards. At spring, at spring training.
Yeah. They're far too happy. Yeah, it's just kind of there's no in-action shots. Patrick for 5. As far as covers go, this is the most forgettable one yet. Yeah. Gotta love that font. Screams corporate pamphlet setting. You industrial polymers. Well put. I like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Sean with 5. Not to be outdone. Damn.
I
give
got
him.
I got something for
Give
him.
him something.
I promise I do.
You have nice manners for a thief and a liar.
His favorite. Thank you, buddy. It's much appreciated. Mac for just about 5. They are posing because they're posers. Yeah. Flinging virtues, not adventurers doing worthy things. Yeah. That's kind of it. Might even get into a little bit of that. Yeah, we didn't even touch on VengerCon, VengerCon 4. I knew you'd have a good time, Sean. I heard Sandy was a great guest. Hope you got to game with Matt, Lord Mattias, and Venger and the crew. Glad you guys had a good time. We kind of, we definitely want to go, next year if we can.
Start it up again.
All right. God, some people think the world revolves around them.
Speaking of Muppets and what you missed.
Yeah, that is terrible font. Just everybody's asleep at the wheel. Who's protecting the legacy there? Nobody can protect the legacy because everybody who's there just started playing this game other than maybe Jason Tondro, you know, who would just knuckle under to this shit. You know, they've been only playing the game like maybe 10 years max.
When you went back and showed the original cover of Forgotten Realms, the man on the horse there, kind of the profile, and Forgotten Realms, the way it's all drawn out, that, you know, it's just, I mean, can't even call it font. It's just beautiful how they put it in there. When I look at that and I look at it, I'm like, that just fucking, you know, that pours the fucking the flavor sauce on my creativity inside my mind, you know, my imagination. Look at that. It's just like, fucking hey, look at that. Like when that hit the shelves back in the day, you look at that, like, yeah, that is cool.
That had, I mean, that's a font from an artist. Like an artist made that font. Like they actually, like my daughter does that occasionally. She'll be like, I created a font, you know, just fooling around. You know, I was bored, so created a font. Yeah, glad you got to game with Matt and Sandy, Sean. Good to hear. Oh, DB, it'll be lit. See if I can get one of these two guys, maybe both of them, who knows, to head on up to Wisconsin.
Well, next summer, around VentureCon, I'll have no graduation party.
Yeah.
So
this is true.
Two years in a row.
4 years away. Yeah, look, it's beautiful.
It is.
It's just it gives it personality. It gives it uniqueness.
It allows you to look at that right there. And it just allows your mind to create a story right there. You know, that potential energy he's just about to burst. He's about to charge that horse into something or run off and warn somebody. Yeah. You know, that action's about to happen. And, you know, that creativity is, you know, all the old creativity they used to have is, you know, magical, far magical compared to what the garbage that we're seeing now.
Yeah, this is just crap. This is soulless crap. It may not be AI completely. I guarantee you they use AI to pose these things. Chris for 10. Give him something. Give him something good.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
Who knows how to send a message better than the Mad Scribe himself? PCs in modern D&D always look like they're on their way to enforce community DEI standards on an unwilling populace. Yeah, smug. Like, look at that red chick. Smug.
They're working for the HOA.
Yeah. Yep. God, unbelievable. Wayne, $20.
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one. Another one.
Attaboy, Wayne.
Thank you.
Wayne Brock. Bam. I own that box set. As far as Daggerheart is concerned, maybe it's a good game, but I'm extremely prejudiced after the last few years. And it has pronouns on the character sheet, so hard no. You and me both, brother. Thank you so much, Wayne. Do appreciate it. Look at this Crawford for 10. Man, they just keep coming and coming and coming.
I give you money, you give me ideas.
And you never say thank you.
That's what the money is for.
That one always cracks
That's what the money's for. Commies of the coast. Let me tell you of the days of gay adventure. Thank you, Crawford. Patrick Demo for 5. This time next week, I'll be watching from Indianapolis. Yeah, anyone else braving Gen Con, come see us at booth 2831. Yeah.
Check out Patrick and his booth.
Yeah, if any of you guys are going, we had a good time last year. Not just seeing him there, we arranged to kind of hang out. Rogan, Mrs. D, and Patrick and his lovely wife, and a couple others too. I think there was another one there.
Patrick hooked me up, and I still appreciate that, Patrick. Thank you very much.
John, try to get together with Patrick. Yeah. Honestly, Gen Con just wasn't in the cards, especially if we were going to Origins too. You know, Gen Con's just kind of a luxury now, just with how expensive it is. But who knows? We may be back someday. That red chick is actually a good character in Baldur's Gate. You guys are killing me, Ryan, with all this stuff. Oh, you know, she's a good character. And then, what's his name? I can never remember the dude's name. The hamster guy, Richard Gere. I'm just going to call him Richard Gere from now on. Richard Gere and Hamster. Oh, he was good back in the... It's like, yeah, but they're not... It just doesn't read cool, you know? I don't know. I don't doubt that it was a good character in Baldur's Gate 3, though. So,
yeah, this is just garbage right here.
It's a hot mess. Hot mess. Spin Gypsy 10 over on Rumble.
Have a nice fight, Mike.
Off.
I love that one. It's my new favorite. The Chick Magic user and the Armored Fighter on the Moldvay box would kick the shit out of these guys, and the Green Dragon would just fly off laughing. Yeah, he'd be like, "You guys work it out. I'll come back for whoever's dead. Clean them up." Great show as always, guys. My favorite would be Back on Earth. Oh yeah, talk about Aussie. Yep, all the best. Stanley Raymond Barnes, South Africa. Thank you very much, Stanley.
Travis Pop's going.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, if I was there, guys, we'd have a meetup. So hey, look, who knows? Maybe next year we're gonna have a busy con schedule next year, but
especially when you're hosting one. Oops,
not hosting one yet. Not yet.
Yet.
Not yet. All right, so gosh darn it, you guys are getting me in the feels right here. He's got something.
I got you now, you son of a bitch.
You're Daisy if you do.
Ironic Keyboard. Love the channel. Keep fighting the good fight. Will do, brother.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you.
$20. Very generous. All you guys are killing it.
Edgelord's going to CNY next year.
The CNY is going to be. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be. You know what I think? I think CNY Con is going to be a mini. North Texas.
That's Richards, isn't it? Who runs
Roger.
Roger.
Roger. Yeah. I think Central New York is going to be a mini North Texas. It did really, really good its first year, and it was run very well. It just a good vibe, good people. Don't sit on North Texas. Ryan for 10. In my earlier comment, I bemoan the fact she's on it as well. Yeah, I know. Just giving you a little wood for. But I don't hate her being in the lore. Okay, fair enough. The fact Wizards of the Coast is incapable of moving past Karlach and Minsk is like drinking the bitterest
Bitter dregs.
Give him a bonus one just for working it into his comment. In a good way, not ham-fisting it either.
I love knowledge. Hey, Double D!
It's a good one, too. Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Yeah, I know. Sometimes people are like, yeah, I like the video game. They were good characters. I do understand that, too, if you're just playing a video game for video games first. But look, I mean, it's just I want this, in my RPG. I don't want this. Don't know what this is. This is not inspiring. This is just...
Does her forearm... Are those like a set of lips?
Looks like they're both cut or something.
Like right there. Like it looks like
talking
right lips.
Yeah, right at the bend.
And this one here looks like like Rogan said, like she's cut or burnt. But this one here looks like she's talking.
Yeah, there's kind of a weird bit of anatomy going on there with the left arm. Left forearm.
And I do think that is, I mean, maybe it's a guy dressing up as a girl, but there's, breasticles right there.
It's a chick, yeah. Michael Rose, Elminster was the pimp. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm a Mary Sue, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Now you got me thinking, Crazy Mouse. I don't know what the fuck that is. I bet money that's not her only. Oh, you're thinking? You
got Elliot Page?
No, because it would be she'd be presenting as a guy if she had the scars. So
she'd be running around topless. It'd be Topless Tuesdays over there at Forgotten Realms.
Topless Tuesdays at Forgotten Realms. I like that. All right, so last word. This sucks. Even though I never played this back in the day, I just kind of looked past this. I never knew how good we had it back in the day, but this kicks ass. And this really kicks ass.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find a ton of Forgotten Realms covers. She has a shark. She has a special gift for you. Yeah, it's the kind of gift you could do without Shark. Good Good to see you here, my friend. Forgotten Gentleman.
Stop it. Hush.
Good one. Good one. It's a nice little bon mot. Daggerheart.
Daggerheart.
We may have some Condor too.
No.
Time permitting.
Hush your mouth.
All right, so you guys know I made talked about it on live stream, but I actually did a canned video on why I think Daggerheart is not the greatest game. And I think it's not a great game because it kind of sets up the DM for just kind of being burnt out for just doing descriptions for every little thing. Every little thing. Yeah, Patrick, my money is she's the symbol. Thank you, buddy. So they have this mechanic in Daggerheart with two die 12. You either essentially rolling 2 die 12 in Daggerheart is just like rolling a die 20 in a normal game, like a D&D game. People say, "Oh, it's kind of like Powered by the Apocalypse." No, it is a roll 2 die 12 instead of a die 20 against a target number. Very D&D-esque, very modern D&D-esque. It tips the scales to the players in a big way because DMs still only roll a die 20.
So what would a critical be?
Critical on 2 die 12 is the same number on both dice.
Oh, okay. So 2 1s.
Yeah. Could be 2 1s, could be 2 12s. But
that's Daggerheart for you.
Yeah, it's Daggerheart. What you gonna do? That's just Daggerheart. But you always roll with hope or fear. And I was just saying, we played a Star Wars game that this admits it's a direct descendant of Star Wars from FFG. It's a nice little game for a while. But what I noticed is, you're all into like the descriptions that the dice spit out for you. Like, oh, I rolled with advantage. Like, oh, all right, well, this happens. You're here, and then, hey, you find a gold piece on the floor. In Star Wars, you find a thermal detonator just
Is that
rolling
the one
around
that
on the floor.
Stern ran?
I think I actually ran one. We're talking probably like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Right.
It had the funny dice, the Wookiee dice.
Mm-hmm.
You remember?
The Genesis.
Yeah, the Genesis system. Yeah. And I think what happened after a while is you kind of go through that and you're like, oh, this is cool. And then you sort of get to a point where it's like, well, we just need to know whether we succeed or fail.
Right.
So it's like, just tell me if I succeed or fail. And then it's like, okay. Which is fine, but one of the selling points of that game is like, oh, it's a storytelling game. This boosts storytelling. Isn't it great? Well, it kind of doesn't. It just kind of, it actually just kind of burns you out of that more so than if you had just kind of done it organically without, it being baked in.
Strong arms you into something.
Yeah. So I said, Daggerheart's like this. Daggerheart is just like this. DMs are going to get burnt out and players are going to get burnt
Pass
out.
the syrup, yo.
Pass the syrup. So I started getting comments like this because a lot of people said, you're absolutely right. I've played this a little and I can see that it would go that way. But I also started getting these kind of comments. The duality dice, that's the 2 die 12, main purpose is the gain and spending of hope and fear dice, empowering the GM moves far more than the degree of success. There is this, it's called meta currency in the game. You can bank these hope. Every time you roll hope, you bank it. You do more accounting in this damn game than I probably do at my day job.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I mean, the DM banks the fear, so he can, it essentially turns into a gotcha game. It turns into a take that gotcha game. Oh, you guys want to do that? Well, I'm going to get you because I have this banked fear. Yeah, a game written by voiceover hacks that don't know anything about game design. Yep, just ripping off everything like they're from popular games. Yeah, and they just kind of throw it into a blender and see if, how it tastes in the end. Unfortunately, it's like, circus peanuts and Coke and milk, a bunch of nasty stuff thrown in together that does not blend well. Yes, this person says, I don't see many people talking about or using that aspect of the game. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, are they trying to gaslight me? Did they read the same rule book? Remember, this game sells itself as the premier storytelling game. Oh, this is so much better than D&D. So much better. Because you can tell stories in this game. You could never do that in D&D. Or its, offshoots. It's a very lightly touched on part of the system. And I think it's only used when dramatic or interesting. But I totally agree that this forced... Okay, so I get some of those like, oh, no, this isn't what's going on. I honestly don't think hope has to be anything more than a resource. You don't have to narrate failure differently just because they failed with hope or fear. I see a comment section full of people who want the game to fail because they can't and don't want it to succeed. That's neither here nor there. Look, if it was objectively good on its own merits, that would be one thing. I'd either have to go lightly or just not address it at all. This is not a good game. All right, so now we're getting in...
Mama's wrong again.
No,
Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
You're wrong, all you Colonel Sanderses. So you're telling me that, oh no, you can just do a dice roll in this game. You can fail with hope or fear, or succeed with hope and fear, and do nothing. Here's a critical success. That's a critical success. You get what you want and a little extra. Tell me how this happens. This is right from the author of the book, the rule book. Success with hope. That's a success with hope. So you get what you want. Gain a hope. Tell me how this happens. Let the players describe their success. Then show how the world reacts to it. Let the player describe their success and give the party an additional opportunity or advantage in the scene because of it. Success with fear. I'll get that in a moment.
I'll bring it back up.
Yep. Work together to describe the PC's success. Then introduce a complication or cost as a GM move. The game is telling you when the dice are rolled, work together to describe the PC's success, then introduce a complication or a cost as a GM move. But don't negate their success with this consequence. Maybe an adversary attacks them in response. Failure with hope. Describe how the PC fails to get what they want, and how the situation goes wrong as a result by introducing a minor complication or consequence as a GM move. I think they do say at times, if you don't want to do it, you can't. Maybe you don't have to. It is clear they are pushing you in this direction, this narrative direction. Go ahead, put DBs up there.
All right. Hello.
Lenny and Squeaky. Hello.
That's me and Rogan. Hello.
TB for 5. Guys admitting the system is stupid and they are homebrewing it already. Yes. Thank you. All powered by the Apocalypse games use similar mechanic and it gets tedious. Well, I think, yeah, it is like that, like in sort of like the narrative construction, but as I said, I think this is still just kind of like roll 2 die 12, hit a target number. It is still has, its roots. Well, I mean, it has its roots in a lot of different things. But you cannot deny the author is saying here, hey, when you roll with a success or a hope or fear, describe it right away. Work with the players, describe it. And that's what I was talking about in my video, that will get cumbersome, that will get tiring. And like to DB's point, if you're already having to homebrew, like, oh, let's just wave away that shit. Well, guess what? Your game isn't working the way you want it to, because that is a huge selling point, is the storytelling aspect of this game. Ironic for 10. What has he got?
Oh, I got something for him.
You got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning, because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try.
Not even going to try. Can you summon a safe space? I think these guys probably could. Me, myself, no. I will summon an octagon for them to fight in. Yeah, failing forward can be an interesting tool in the box, but constantly having to think of stuff, it is very draining for the DM, DB, absolutely. Because I I've had to do it. It just it kind of like at times there's times when you can throw in a mix, but I got news for you. Like I said in my video, you can already do this in D&D. Look, if you miss something by one, you as the DM can be, benevolent and just say, all right, well, I'll tell you what, you just missed. I'll give you a little, hint. You saw this when you were trying to pick the lock, or when you were trying to talk this person into doing something. You got him to agree to, something a little less. Ben C for 10. Oh, man.
Oh, I got something for him.
10 pounds, I think. 10 pounds. Very light. I can lift 10 pounds.
There's a way.
Where there's a whip. Ben C knows the way. There are only so many ways you can describe things before it gets boring. Yes. What's next? A Daggerheart GM thesaurus and phrasebook for $50. Anyway, good show. Here's 10 of King Charles's finest. Well, thank you very much. We feel very cultured now.
Look who showed up.
Doc. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey.
Good to see all you here. Between Rumble and YouTube, well over 200. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Yeah, so I remembered reading this, and I'm like, are these people just trying to fucking gaslight me or something? Failure with fear. Describe how things go wrong by introducing a major complication or consequence as a GM move.
Rob, I'm trying to find what you're talking about. What are you devastated about? Did I miss something?
Maybe Aussie?
Sure.
Don't worry. All right,
Rob, resend it.
Like he missed, like a chat was missed or something?
I must have.
Yeah.
I didn't see one.
Yeah. Just send it again. We'll put it up.
Yeah.
We'll put it up. Spin Gypsy for 5. And by send it again, just type it out, and he'll throw up. He'll throw up.
Don't send another super chat.
Just put in there what it was for.
And I got you.
Yeah, we got you. Spin Gypsy for 5. In my game, if we played this mechanic, half the table would go outside and smoke and bullshit for 20 minutes while it was playing out. Well, I can see that. It's one of those things that works great at the beginning, because everybody's like, oh man, this is great. This is such a colorful world. Maybe you need a little bit of that in your normal game, but good Lord, if you just do it all the time, as a DM, you're just like, holy fuck. How am I going to explain, how they missed this, or how they succeeded with hope here again? In a fantasy RPG, you are doing a smaller number of things a lot of times. There's a lot of repetition, which means this is like the worst possible mechanic for a game like this. Night off. Lord Maddie, good to see you're back from trying to fail with hope. Yeah, good to see you're back safe from VentureCon. I know you said you had a good time. Glad to see you here, buddy.
Does anybody have any pictures? Bonus points if you have any pictures of Venger taking a bad picture.
Because
they don't exist.
Yeah. Bring the game's mechanics to life. When a PC rolls a failure with fear, go hard with your description of the consequence to convey the gravity of the fallout, demonstrating the difference between a failure with hope and one with fear. Author is telling you, do this. Embody the enemy's fatigue and desperation as they mark their last stress, but continue to goad the party on. Let the mechanics of the game drive the story you're telling.
So, let's say a fight. As the fight is proceeding, everyone's rolling and people are hitting in that. We're building up a momentum, and then we have to stop. We have to tell a story.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm next. I'm ready to roll. It's my initiative. I'm next, and I'm like, okay, now I got what's this diatribe this guy's going to be saying now? Come on.
Yeah.
Yep.
It can derail stuff. It can get repetitive. It can be embarrassing when you're a player and you realize, like, oh, the DM just did the exact same description he did last week for the exact same thing. So you're, as a player, sometimes you're just trying to ignore it, I'm sure, on his behalf. Yeah, but it is not supposed to be played. He who wants to know, exactly. Titties and beer. Got my shirt today. Good to hear. Cal for 5.
I got
from
something
from land. Oh yeah, give him.
Your name is Toby.
Now, always and forever, for the land, past hope and fear. I bid the genie now appear. Sakura. Thank you very much, Cal. Yeah, I don't like the fact that people were trying to tell me, like, no. This is just an accounting game. This isn't a storytelling game. This is just one where you accumulate tokens and just throw them in later. Okay. Is that what you want your game to be? Your great storytelling game, your innovative, D&D killer. You have to ignore the central tenet of the game. Yeah, you have to ignore a core mechanic the system saw. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're thinking along the same lines there, amigo. Story is consequence. These are all out of the main rule book. In Daggerheart, every time you roll the dice, the scene changes in some way. Oh, no, it doesn't. You just roll the dice and you get a token. Is that what you're telling me? All you Daggerhearters? No such thing as a roll where nothing happens, because the fiction constantly evolves. Constantly evolving fiction based on the successes and failures of the characters. What more do you want? Game's more interesting when every action the player takes yields an active outcome, something that develops the situation that they're already in. If you fail to pick a lock, it's not just the door doesn't open. On a failure with hope, it might mean you can hear the rumble of footsteps coming down the hall behind you. These consequences are what make the game interesting and drive forward your shared adventure. Well, yeah, for a time. And then you run out of shit to say. Sometimes the players just want to know, did I succeed? Did I pick the lock or did I not pick the lock?
I'll tell you who didn't run out of stuff to say. Mac.
Very good segue there. Give yourself a pat on the back there. Crazy. Is that the official Crazy Mouse? He's happy.
No, but that's one I saw.
I like it. Mac, for $1.99. This crap game is railroading the roleplay. Yay! Yeah, it's I don't like, again, that they just kind of poo-poo. They'll defend it any way they possibly can. So they can't even admit that out of the box, the way they want you to play this stupid-ass game, you already have to ignore it. Oh, I don't see people playing that way. Oh, well, if you're already not seeing people play this way, it means they're already sick of it.
I can't imagine them going back into time, going back to Will Brad Warden.
Yeah.
And the epic battle there against the Lion King, that whole battle, everyone has their opportunity. Everyone has their moment to shine. Things are going on, but there's an underlying storyline that developed. You know,
organic.
And while that was brewing, that was going on. We had Will's story and Gavin's character, his story going on in this battle, and we have to wait every couple of minutes because I failed with a hope.
Mm-hmm. The DM has to spend mental energy. Well, let me figure out how that happens.
Right. Who's next? So
you stub your toe.
Right.
Well, look, you found 2 gold pieces on the ground. Yeah, that's kind of cool, isn't it?
Right. I just can't imagine that the continuity of that battle right there. One of many that we've had to just be absolutely sidelined by this minutia. It's insanity.
It's like a game that wants to pretend to be like, oh, it's loosey goosey, man. In combat, no initiative. Just go whenever you want, whenever you feel like it, literally.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, literally.
So whoever talks the loudest goes first.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, if you're a DM who can be kind of stepped on, you will probably be taken advantage of.
Do you have as many attacks that you want? Or is there a number
What's that?
Is there a number of attacks you're allowed to have, or you just could go for it? You could be there for an hour swinging.
Your guess is, I think they do limit the attacks, but as far as just whatever. Hey, it's like, hey, bro, it's good vibes, man. Whoever's feeling it, whoever's feeling it can go first.
Spicoli?
Yes.
Smash the like button.
Yep.
Learning about Cuba. Eating some pizza.
On our time, Mr. Hyde.
But yeah, so it's like they talk out of both sides of their mouth in this game. It's loosey-goosey, it's all story, and then it's like, accumulate these tokens. It's like Eddie Haskell, remember Leave It to Beaver? Hello, Mrs. Cleaver, and then, as soon as she goes away, punches Beaver in the shoulder, shut up, squirt. That's what this game is. It's like all like loosey-goosey, everybody have a great time, let's all tell a collective story, and then it's like, collect these tokens, accumulate these little doodads and, knickknacks so you can know what you're actually adding to your roll.
Oh, I forgot about that too. Yeah, you got to add.
Oh, all these stupid tokens, and then now I need to know how much fear I have. I need to know how much, or how much fear the DM has. How much hope do we have? I can give hope. It's this real crunchy, like meta currency game that kind of like is at odds with what it's supposed to be.
Right.
So I don't care. I ain't playing this piece of shit. So
too many notes.
Daggerheart.
Sanctus Service. Hello, WD. I was hoping to ask a question. I remember in another video you mentioned you ran. Yes, Star Wars RPG. That's the video we're talking about. Where Daggerheart got the mechanic from. Was wondering what were your thoughts. I liked it. It was. I'll give them this. They went all in. And by all in, like you had to buy those special dice, which maybe from a business point of view, I thought was a good idea at the time. Maybe it wasn't because the system didn't last a long time. Then again, with any licensed property, especially Star Wars, they tend not to. But I think we had a good. I tell you what, like anything, it's good for small doses. Mini campaign.
They need to pay. Then give us your credit card, and then you're in.
Thank you, Money Matt. Yeah, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was the greatest game in the world, but I liked it at the time. But that's just one thing I remembered is like I'd always kind of having to be thinking of like these little special, like Scott Garibay says, little hot sauce on the taco. Oh, I made this roll and I got like an advantage or whatever it was. I can't even remember what the dice stand for now. So I'd always have to be like, okay, well, this happened. And I just remember after a while, I'm like, man, this is getting tiring.
Well, I think we got tired of it as well.
Yeah, I think collectively as a group, you guys could probably sense too, where I was just like, you know what, you guys, you just succeed really good.
Right.
Let's move on.
And that's what we needed.
Yeah, which is fine. Like I said, for a game like that, it was okay. You're gonna get, I mean, it was okay. It was okay. I have nothing bad. We actually did the Genesis system for a little cyberpunk game, which worked out okay. Yeah. So you can do good in any game, but I'm just telling you, all the critters that buy this, just kind of having a feeling of the kind of folks they are. I don't think you're gonna be able to pull it off. DM Doom, $10.
Pay that man his money.
Mm-hmm.
He beat me fair and square.
Fair and square. How about that Deathbringer announcement? I missed the Deathbringer announcement. Oh my Lord, I'm feeling a little
out of the loop,
like I didn't do my homework or something. What Deathbringer announcement? I know he's going to do a Kickstarter, right?
But I thought that was towards the end of the year. This is when he did the interview under the tree, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see. Osiris Zoran for 2. Success with fear. You misgender the innkeeper.
There's a blonde over there, and I'm a blonde, and you're a blonde. Do you really want me to have to? You sure you want to make fun of blondes? Not if I have to repeat this story a couple more times so everyone can understand.
Well played, Osiris. Well played. Yeah, so this is, I think that's it. Oh, yeah, no, make every roll important. Failures should create heartbreaking complications or unexpected challenges, while successes should feel like soaring triumph. Does it feel like a soaring triumph when the DM just says, just take a hope token?
I don't know. It depends on how many hope tokens I have. Yeah, if I'm collecting more than the other guy, I might feel pretty special.
Oh, man, I can't believe why I kicked ass. What happens? A bunch of people on Twitter or,
Here's
YouTube
your answer,
said,
Double D.
Yeah. He announced it yesterday as a made for Shadow Dark rules expansion. Ooh, I don't know. I think he's probably seeing where his bread is buttered there. I can't fault him for that. But make no mistake, he is retrofitting that. which is fine. I mean, if he's good, and no reason to believe he isn't. He seems like a good dude. But he is definitely retrofitting that after the fact. So yeah, hot dice for $4.99. You successfully convinced the child to help you identify the killer, but he made a face at you, and you were super duper scared. You're like that British cop who went away screaming after she got punched in the face. Ryan, good to see you. I want to cash in my hope tokens that these people leave the hobby.
I'll add mine.
Yes, I'll throw mine into to there, Ryan. Yeah, good to see you here, my friend. Yeah, it's I don't know. The rules are definitely telling you play this way, do it, play this way, and then either people are ignoring it or there's a bunch of liars out there.
Are they trying to kill RPGs? They're just like,
they're
for maximum exhaustion.
Yeah, they're doing their level best, I think, right?
It's not about the money. It's about sending a message.
It sure is. It sure is. Did we ever? Whoever was complaining that we didn't.
I never
get their
saw it
super chat?
again.
Yeah. If you legit sent a super chat that got missed or something, maybe we can't see it now. Just say, hey, super chat missed X number of dollars. This is what I said. Yeah, we'll read it just like a super chat.
Yep.
Yeah, we work with you here. We are gentle with you. Yeah, good to see you. Still 200 of you. Yeah, War Pigs. Yep. The Blizzard of Oz.
There it
Blizzard
is.
Over. Now, I defended Daggerheart in the last video. Thought you'd show it. Oh, okay. No, I did not. You defended it. Okay. Well, I'll try to check it out. Rob Stopper. No, I get tired of people telling me I'm crazy when I'm not crazy. I just read you how many excerpts from the rule book. The rule book is obviously getting you to play a certain way. And I don't care if they say occasionally, well, you don't have to, but because that's what they're saying in the rule book. You don't have to do it. But if you want the game to sing, you better play, with all this hooting and hollering. Chris for 5.
On guard.
Thank you, Jordy the Midget. I'd rather go back to being called a nerd for playing D&D than keep these woke pop culture tourists in my hobby. Getting tired of it, too.
Amen.
I'm getting tired of it, too. Yep. Word. All right, we're going to go in. Did you guys ever see The Time Machine? One of my favorite movies, the 1960 version. The remake was awful. Absolutely awful. We're gonna go into our time machine.
The Wayback Machine?
The Wayback Machine. 2020.
I have a feeling you're big leaguing me.
Pay with 100. Just need my change back there. All right, Spin Gypsy.
It's on its way.
I believe him.
We had a waitress do that to us ages ago at a bar. Crazy Mouse and I were there.
Yep.
I don't think you were in the picture yet, Rogan. We're looking at each other. She's doing the old, oh no, and then you knew she was guilty because she said, oh, I wasn't trying to scam you or anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember they had that thing where their bar underneath was like old school mailboxes, like P.O. boxes, and if you could pick the lock, you got a free drink.
Oh, yeah. You're talking where your feet are.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I successfully did it like 6 times in one night.
Yeah, Crazy Mouse is a not only does he play thieves on
I
TV,
was a thief that night. I was like, I did it again. What? These aren't that hard.
All right. Let's go back to 2020. The summer of love, right?
Bubble up.
2020? I barely remember it.
Mask up, everybody.
It's all a haze. I can barely breathe thinking about it.
Yeah, COVID.
Mask it or casket.
Mask it or casket. But also George Floyd. People rioting. People getting killed.
Well, it was okay, though, how you weren't allowed to be in group settings unless you're going to a peaceful protest.
You were allowed to. How people didn't... People like us were just so incensed that people could not see what the fuck was going on. And then they pulled that, and I'm looking around and I'm wondering, like, okay, I knew you just wanted to go along to get along. Now I'm questioning whether you're a fucking retard or not, because they are literally telling you, yes, you can go out with 70,000 people. You don't have to worry about, getting COVID then, as long as you're doing it for the right purpose. Oh, but if you want to go to church in a setting, where there's maybe 100 people, no, you can't do that. You want to kill grandma.
People will die.
Yeah, people will die.
I was told that.
But that is when
Clear out of here.
It's like a family honor. That little card. The time machine is a ride at Costco. Yes, that's right. In Idiocracy. I think it's spelled Masheen. Yeah, I think that's the one that we're talking about here. All right, so I think this is honestly, to be serious here, I think this is when a lot of our trouble started in the RPG world, because we felt like we had to listen to underprivileged and also untalented voices like these.
Love you all. It's going to be great.
Keep in mind, this was an official D&D podcast. Yeah, the science scholars, wearing masks while driving alone in their cars. Oh,
Just like the outdoor seatbelt.
Yep. Mercurius with one. Give him something, because I love the guy, and he's in our inner circle.
Dr. Harris.
Yes?
Do you concur?
Should have concurred.
My name is Omega Jones. I am also known as the Critical Bard.
All right, so if you want to know who this guy is, you hear him every week.
When you say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
That's your guy. So keep that in mind as we're listening here.
This guy almost has a Boston Blackie mustache. That's not a real mustache.
He's a lot heavier now. Yeah, he's getting a little husky. I checked in on him. I mean, all right, so you're going to see a panel. There's legitimately one person who's talented on this panel.
I am a actor, vocalist, professional, content creator within the community, and we are here to bring to you the hashtag BlackAF side table. We're excited to be here to bring to you the honest and real truth about how Black...
Discount Carlton for 2. Good one, Asterion.
John Carlton from memory.
$20 says this guy does drag on the weekends. Ooh. Yeah, I think he's too angry for that.
Folk in the top and gaming community and D community have been treated, and the experiences that we have. So a lot of heinous acts have happened against Black folk in the community, not in the community, all over the world, all over America. But because of what has happened, there's been a spotlight upon a lot of Black folk in the community. So I wanted to see how you all have handled that, what has happened for you, has your presence been boosted, just what has life been like for you for this past little bit of time.
So here's our panel of Rhodes Scholars here. All right, so you have Tanya DePass. I did a video on Tanya long ago. She is a sensitivity consultant, a complete bug person.
POS.
Oh yeah. I'm expecting somebody just bugs to crawl out of her mouth. Just a horrible mess of a person. Nonprofit, did not file the tax returns for her nonprofit. I Need Diverse Games. She made a 501c3, I think. Didn't bother filing tax returns, and now the website's down. But I'm not sure if they ever turned off the contribution spigot. That'd be interesting. Dislike Tanya immensely. B. David Walters, celebrity DM. TK Johnson, I'm not even sure who she is. Abria Iyengar. She's like the substitute for Matt Mercer. She's like another one of these. She's even higher of a DM to the stars than B. David Walters. All right, so those first 5 are just untalented hacks. Ember Moon is a WWE wrestler at the time. She is with AEW now as, I believe, Athena. So say what you want about her, but at least unlike all these other hacks, she has a marketable skill.
I think if I can jump in, I absolutely appreciate that.
Crawford of the Crimson Cross, Omega, aptly named. Yep. No one of consequence. Remember Eddie Murphy's SNL character, Velvet Jones? I do. You remember that one too, don't you? Crazy Mouse.
Sure do.
Yeah.
The signal boosting from the community as everyone sort of rallies around and hears us for not just the things that we're saying about current events and with like police brutality and all of the protesting, but that our community specifically has tried to like take that and use it to elevate voices. And it's been really, really nice.
Yeah. So I'll put in these little, it's like pop-up video back in the day. Remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
Didn't the pop-up video idea come from our hometown?
Oh, did it?
I think so.
It. We'll have to look into that. Stats here from PragerU. This is from 2019. I can't see it being much different now. 375 million interactions with the police and citizens. Almost 1,000 ended in shooting fatalities. That is 0.0003. 14 of those 1,000 were unarmed blacks. And only one of those was not attempting to resist or evade arrest.
Well, that's a lot of zeros in there before you get to that number.
Yeah. And it's like, who made up the other 980 some?
That'd be our white
You got a 33 and a third chance of winning.
Exactly. Mercurius, thank you for your donation, amigo. Thank you very much.
Because being reached out to by a lot of different people and a lot of different organizations that want to center our voices and my voice and like increase the diversity within their own ranks is really awesome. But I will say that for me personally, I'm also dealing with the bandwidth problem of like all of the things that are happening weigh heavily on me, and they're not something that I can opt in and opt out of the way a lot of allies can, where allyship fatigue is a thing that we're talking about right now.
For sure.
These people whine so much about people, all these people that they hoodwinked into like helping them, and like, oh my God, I'll change my Twitter profile to a black square. Or, I want to learn more about not being a racist because I didn't think I was, but I guess I am.
I'm going to take some black people out to Burger King for lunch.
I remember that. God, I remember that. I still wonder if that was like a setup job, whether he was just clowning. But they complain about the white people so much that are actually trying, that are supposedly on their side. Just listen to it.
Ally fatigue is a thing.
Ally fatigue is a thing.
Been seeing.
What about the Breonna Taylors, the Trayvon Martins, and everyone else has been wronged in this situation? Why are we not talking about them? Why are we not shouting their names to the rooftop?
Yeah, why aren't you shouting David Dorn's name?
Just because one person, and no offense to that,
it's like they wanted to forget about this guy, David Dorn, who actually died trying to protect a business. Former police officer.
Happy that one of us has gotten justice, but there are more. There are so many more, and this needs.
There are so many more. There's so many more that don't get the coverage.
WWF
I don't
and
know the actual
AEW.
statistic, but I feel like for every one that's covered, there has to be at least 15 more that's out there just waiting for their justice, and it's never going to come just because someone didn't have a camera on them.
I have a hard time with that expression, their justice, my justice. I really have a very difficult time with that.
You're going to love the rest of it then, because it only gets worse from here, partner.
And that is hard. That is very hard.
That's one of the first things I said was, imagine how many George Floyds haven't been recorded, and Robert Fuller commits suicide hanging from a tree in front of City Hall, which for the record, y'all, black folks don't do that.
All right, so yeah, this is another conspiracy theory. These lunatics. These are all like people in the D&D world. We're still suffering the after effects of this. I kind of stumbled on this video because from last week, from Super Geek Mike, because he was referencing it, with the one that we EFAP last week. And I'm like, what is this? And then I'm like, oh my God. It's insanity. They're talking about this guy, Robert Fuller, saying he was lynched. This is when accusing someone of like being lynched could lead to angry mobs. And like, if you're a white person in the wrong place at the wrong time, you could end up dead. And many did end up dead.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because of conspiracy theories floated by these lunatics like B. David Walters, who still, I think, does do official stuff for Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, but as far as Robert Fuller, he had a well-known history of depression and mental illness. He'd been hospitalized 3 times for suicidal thoughts. Fuller had previously attempted to commit suicide as recently as February 2020, earlier that year. On Wednesday, June 18th of 2020, confirmed that his half-brother was actually killed in a gunfight.
Then, like 2 days later, his stepbrother gets killed. Yeah. And then his brother gets killed by his stepbrother, half-brother, whatever. I don't mean to misrepresent the details. Gets killed by the police a couple of days later.
Just got killed by the police, huh? It didn't engage in a gunfight with him?
I think
Good Lord.
And one of them is like no public interest, so they just ruled it a suicide, and it's like.
Real quick, I don't want to grab the mic again, but I realize there might be someone in chat thinking this. Like, how do we know? Here's the thing. If I were, say, I don't know, head of the Valencia, California Police Department, and I had a guy who had committed suicide right now, I'd be like, y'all, I know what this looks like. Here's the crime scene photos. Here's the autopsy. Here's the CC footage of him going to the tree. Here's him tying himself. Here's his search history with how to tie a noose.
There you go. Came out later that year. LA County coroner. Cause of death, suicide.
Over the last 2 weeks,
yes,
I would give a preponderance of evidence to be like, I know how this looks.
So
the fact that they're just like,
what do they want? All the facts now, or do they want a full investigation? Because apparently, if there's a full investigation, they're not doing their job.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like they. Oh man, it's so maddening.
It is maddening
because you can't. It's like somebody killed themselves. Unfortunately, regrettably. But it's like back in 2020, if you had tried to tell them, can we just hold off? Maybe he was. It's like, oh no. You get these smart people that are still, to this day, they still have an impact on D&D and the online like RPG world. These are dummies, okay, that believed in these stupid conspiracy theories.
Hung himself, no autopsy required.
No,
Yes, you can shout your YouTube, Frank.
That's the mess. Really quick, of course. Tanya, you had something to say?
Well, I was gonna say is that over the last few weeks, and and I'm gonna be that person.
All right, so she is the
I
most
want
awful
you to be the
person.
person that cleans your room. Holy cow!
Yeah,
That
exactly.
thing's a pig pen.
Yep. Oh, just complete bug person.
I expect a text later.
Awful.
When
one of the worst people. Certainly in gaming, but just one of the worst people.
Even the cockroaches have dune buggies to get around in that thing.
people,
they need GPS. Cockroaches need GPS.
We get people who are always like, I'm so tired of hearing about it. I'm angry and this isn't fair. Or they act like racism is brand new. And they just want to act like, oh,
sure is.
Good catch. Good catch.
Have you never read a history book? Have you talked to no black people? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You probably don't actually know it.
Thank you, Jen.
If you don't know, you better go ask somebody.
Black people beside the 10 you follow online and you think you know about black issues. Because I'm going to be that person. Because I've had so many people go, oh, this isn't so bad. You need to wait and you're upset. And, or don't be upset. Just wait it out. Oh, look. Off when we're not on camera.
Why are you mad? Why aren't you taking the moment to educate me?
Nobody asked them this.
Oh my
Asked them?
Nobody asked them. Nobody asked them.
This is a kind of a D&D related thing that this is supposed to be.
Yeah. They do get into D&D in just a moment.
No.
But it's important to know what lunatics they are.
I don't understand.
Yep.
This is a learning experience.
Bingo, Badger.
I've said specifically, I don't care. I do not care at this moment. And we said it in the last 2 roundtables, and I'm going to say it here. We are not your Wikipedia. We are not your Webster's Dictionary. We're not anything like that. We're human beings. So if you want that information from us, F you, pay me.
Pay me.
Huh?
Pay me.
This guy said
because I don't have the emotional.
They need to pay. Then give us your credit card, and then you're in.
Then you're into Critical Bards. Once again, the man speaketh. Here's what he thinks of all you dummies.
White lives don't matter.
Yeah, who were probably.
When you say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
Wizards of the Coast invited him up to that. Remember that creator summit that Bob was so happy to go to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was there. And what was funny is that it's like the the story about the scorpion, that stings. Like, oh, I won't sting you, and then it's
the frog in the water.
Yeah, the frog in the water. Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah, it's what I do. Yeah, so they invited Omega Jones, aka Critical Bard, up there, and he just started laying into them. And because there was a bunch of people like Bob up there, just a bunch of fucking pussies who either just didn't have the good sense to stay quiet or just kind of laugh at the irony. They all started like riding his jock and being like, "Yeah, Wizards of the Coast, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that?" All these people who were getting freebies from Wizards of the Coast and had earned a lot of money from Wizards of the Coast, accepted a trip up to Washington from Wizards of the Coast. And this guy, he doesn't care. He'll burn anything down because he's a piece of shit. Yeah, exactly, Shark. Pay him for what? Yeah, so they realized pretty quick, like, oh yeah, boy, it was what a great idea, whoever invited this lunatic Omega Jones up there. So I was kind of glad. I mean, it's like in World War II when Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union are duking it out. There's no loser. I mean, the world wins. They're just killing each other. I'm once again asking for a small donation to buy Bob the World Builder a cheeseburger, says Badger.
And like a 2-pound weight.
He needs one of those vests. Like Bob needs one of those like weighted vests to like walk around on.
Or patience anymore. I live this every day.
You and your
He's
bubble.
a music student.
Yes.
This guy's as a fucking cornball as they come.
He don't even write rap. He just does music.
He goes to music school. He plays D&D, and now he's trying to act like a gangster, like he's in the East Side Crips or something.
Just roll the dice, Urkel. Shut up and roll the dice.
Yes, exactly.
And if you can't go online, www.google.com or Hotmail or whatever you use to be your search engine.
Did I do that?
Love how we put Hotmail was a search engine. It's email, you dummy.
If you can't do it yourself and you're expecting it from us, the ones who have dealt with this since we were born, no, you're going to pay me. What do you all believe wizards can do?
Talking about more D&D here now. Ask Chiefs. Hey now.
What are your thoughts
Hotmail.
on
Nice.
it? And before anyone says anything, I'm going to say this right now. Yes, drow and orcs are racist. We're going to say that flat out. Point blank, period. Periodic table. It's done.
Periodic. You don't even know what that
I'm
is.
happy.
You don't even
Periodic
know what the
table.
periodic table is.
Just a dummy.
Hush your mouth, Bubble Boy.
These are just such classic like Dunning-Kruger people. They have like IQ of like triple digits. It's like 100 maybe
Clown,
at most.
grifter,
Yeah.
clown, and wrestler grifter.
Yeah. They think they're like on like the cutting edge. Like they're going to be at the Algonquin Round Table or whatever. It's some shit like that. It's like they don't realize just how dumb they are, how mid they are. He's so mad that orcs are now Mexicans. Yes, exactly.
That they're finally starting to realize that. So now, if anyone wants to jump in, how do you feel?
I think, this game is 50 years old, and it was, an outstretch of things Tolkien did, which was an outstretch of Finnish mythology.
Tolkien.
I mean, it goes back many, many, many centuries, so I don't fault the game for having some problematic themes, but yes, we need to consciously be aware of that as we're moving forward, and I think it's a good first step.
Absolutely. And I appreciate the calling out of these singular things. It's starting a bunch of really interesting
Did
conversations.
he just drink some Colt 45? What did he take a sip of? I think it was Monster Energy.
That occur a lot.
You could have spiked it.
I do a lot of streaming that, like, in that sort of pre-game scenario where we're sitting and talking about, like, things like safety tools.
Clowns make me want to play more racist.
And lines and veils.
Don't give in to the hate.
Deep we want to get
Don't give in to the hate,
because
DB.
I think this is all more indicative of, like, the general trend in RPGs to be more cognizant of their roots and rectify it moving forward. So I appreciate that they are looking at the drow and orcs. Tieflings.
So
what exactly? I don't mean. What exactly did she just say, though? Honestly, she was a big fat nothing. She kind of was trying to say something.
That's kind of what these midwits do. They like
burger.
Yeah, they like to sound like they're being profound and intelligent. Just get to the point. Just it doesn't matter how you say it. Just have a good point and say it. As Jim Rome says, have a take, don't suck. But you guys, if you guys want to see like where some of this stuff originated from, it was places like this in 2020. With the stuff we're dealing with now, Mexican orcs are black people. This is where it started to get some real truck. Chris for 5. I'm sad that these people get to live in America, probably at my expense. Oh, you're going to pay him, Chris. You're going to pay him.
Are on there too. If you like playing a tiefling, it is struggle tourism. And I don't know.
Huh? I don't even know what that is. I don't know, Vince.
So you
I don't know what that is.
Struggle tourism. You got to pay extra for that in Thailand, I think, right? My God. What? Struggle tourism.
Oh, I'm writing that down.
For playing a tiefling. This isn't even like, oh, I want to play a black character. I want to play a drow or something. I want to play a fucking tiefling. It's struggle tourism.
Oh, my gosh.
These people that just whine incessantly and nonstop about racism. You have to understand that there's a lot of different classes of blacks, African Americans. But the biggest bloodsuckers are these people. And I put these guys in the same category. Maybe not the wrestler, because like I said, she has an actual job. But these other ones, they're just like Al Sharpton. And to some extent, like Jesse Jackson. These people that always need to feel that the community's under attack. Even when really you're under attack from yourself. Just pick up the Chicago Sun-Times on a Monday, find out how many black kids were gunned down. I guarantee it wasn't the KKK in South Side Chicago.
I apologize. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of Hot Topic goths that are like, I just like it because I get horns and a tail and I look very scary. But
love the descending or the condescending little thing there. A bunch of Hot Topic goths. Those are probably the ones on your side because the rest of us don't like you.
The idea of tieflings
we think you're insufferable
as a like persistently persecuted class, like that doesn't come from nowhere. And
yeah,
oh my God.
Chris Miller just said it, and so did Patrick.
Yeah, because certainly black people are the only people who've ever been oppressed in history. I mean, that's it. I mean, it's them and like literally nobody else.
If you are willing to steep yourself in it in a fantasy scenario,
this one who's talking now, she's like Kamala Harris. She got Matt Mercer's like backup job. She carries the clipboard, and now she's on like I think Dimension 20 or something. You'll see her like she's been in videos that we've like EFAP'd, and you wonder like, well, how did you get that job? Did you get that job because you're good at it, or did you get that job solely because of the color of your skin, like Kamala Harris with her VP job?
To tell a story, think about people that have to live that every day. And you talked earlier, Omega, about calls to action and what people within the community, non-Black geeks in the RPG community can do. Be cognizant of the choices that you're making. If you want to play a drow, play a drow. But think about all the like layers of things that go into it. When we talk
How about just thinking about having a good time?
That's crazy.
It's fantasy. It's not. It was never. You can't. You know, talking logic. Then and now is just not. It's not a possibility with these people. They're a cancer.
Yeah, they literally want to take away. They want to suck any joy out of the world because it's not even like they have faith. I don't believe you. I think most of you are lying when you say you face this stuff every day.
Yeah, these people live in a bubble. They
blonde appropriation.
about a lot about racism right now. It's not just the like.
That's how she got her first job.
People.
She didn't have to do that after that.
From trees. That's violent and true, and the things that we're protesting, but also inspect like.
Again, calling back to the debunked story about the guy who committed suicide. Didn't get strung up.
The subtle ways in which like
immediately thinking the worst of white people. Always.
A culture of conditioning of white supremacist patriarchy influences the way you think about the like matrilinear like.
All right, so you guys, I just want to center us here. You do see this is D&D Live. This is on D&D's official channel. This is a D&D sponsored. Wizards of the Coast is A-OK, was A-OK with all this. We are living from the after effects of this kind of stuff directly. James for 10.
I'll give him something new.
Yeah, give him something. Give him a little something. A little something new.
Pay that man his
Oh,
money.
wait. No, that's not new.
But I'm gonna go with my instinct on this one. Saddle up, partner.
Love
is this that movie where Charlton Heston realizes he's on Earth, but in the future? I don't know what you're talking about there, James.
Slavers in like of drow and people
Omega
in the
Man.
Underdark. Think about how tieflings are feared and how they lean, like they either lean or don't lean into that. I mean, it's the Candyman movie that Jordan Peele's coming out with about becoming the monster that a society thinks you are. All of this is in there, and
Hey, you stole that line from
appreciate that
Tyrion.
you want to come and like talk to all of us about it.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
But we live it in every day, and there are people much smarter than us that have written great things about it. So inspect those ways in which the like psychosocial.
I wonder when they go away from the 6-person screen if that's when Tanya's shoving tacos down her gullet.
I'm sure. I'm sure. I guess what I didn't want to show because it would have been, there were so many awkward, like I think ostensibly Omega Jones is running this. There were so many like awkward pauses and delays and like, oh, so we can't hear each other. It's like, this is 2020. It's not like 2013, where we're dealing with new software. But it was a complete and utter debacle at times. One time it was painful. Somebody started talking and they're like, no, go ahead. He literally paused it for probably 15 seconds. You don't know how long 15 seconds is in this venue until you actually go through it. It's like, oh my God, even I felt almost slightly embarrassed for him. But yeah, I kind of had to cut that out because we'd have been here forever. Badger for 2. Shit like this is precisely why I gatekeep. Yep.
We didn't gatekeep strong enough.
No, they trampled. Yeah, they trampled through the gates. There were some poor unluckies probably smashed under it. Can we play D&D now? Of course you can.
Aspects of racism are in the game, and it's not just on Wizards.
Yeah, the one on that TK Johnson doesn't really say anything. I did have to edit this, to be fair, but that TK Johnson barely said anything. Yeah, but she's a loudmouth, that Abria. Ember Moon had a lot to say. And honestly, she was the one that was most like trying to be a little bit more like, she was trying to like appease these guys for sure, but she was also trying to like not be quite as insane.
Yay, they're taking steps, and that's super important too. But like you at your table, think about it and talk about it.
No, I refuse to.
Some of the ways that like they have a laundry list of things to do and they'll get through it, but like do your part at the table too.
Yes. Ask us about your racism, but don't ask us. Look it up yourself and just feel guilty. Yeah, Patrick, that's exactly true.
Could you imagine being at a convention that they're at and being in one of their games, and it's like when you go play a game at a convention, isn't it for like 4 hours?
Yeah.
The first 2.5 would be explaining your character and does it help the Black community?
Yeah, it would be part college, like modern day college course about diversity, and then they'd throw in like a light sprinkling of actual dice rolling on top of it. Yeah, no, you're 100% right there.
It'd be all inside jokes.
You'd be the worst.
Yeah, they would make you if you were. Oh man. Well, it would be all white people because that's all who plays. But we
wouldn't even be welcome at their table, to be fair.
No, I think they would, because they'd view it as a chance to subtly like teach us, and
indoctrinate
us, humiliate us, perhaps a little bit too. If I saw her at a table, I would turn right around and walk away.
Don't let this just come from the top down and then bump against it, going like, well,
she is not my kind of DM either. She's all like. It's all about the fucking food festivals and stuff, like with her too.
Like my orc's evil. Like I don't give a shit. What
I think she just started playing a little while ago too. Like all these people.
You like. You're sorry. Your story is your story, but don't do it without inspecting it first.
Loudmouth too. Never stops.
For sure. And it's like, and you can like your orcs
teeth
evil,
are really
but you don't have
white.
to like your orcs only evil.
Yes. There's a difference between an orc having an urge to destroy everything around the corner because he's the Incredible Hulk, versus the orc having an urge to destroy everything around every corner because that's his blood.
Yeah, so these, we always talk about white liberals who think that blacks are like orcs. For these purposes, they're the exact same. Like they feel immediately like they have to defend themselves. Like, oh, we are the orcs, so not every orc is bad. It's like Aubrya is a comedically bad player, and DM who got uplifted by how exotic her names sound alone. Yeah, disruptive and punishing players in control for IC for out of character slights. Okay, what does IC mean? Disruptive
in character.
Oh, in character. Okay, yeah, disruptive and punishing players in character for out of character slights. Okay, huh? Really? Does she do that too? That's interesting. All right, thank you for that. Because I guess I didn't pick up on that. We've only like EFAP'd like some minor stuff that she's done. It doesn't surprise me though. Thank you. And Ryan for 2. I would love to be at their table. Oh boy. Gonna pull you away. Could do you a favor.
And that's what's inside of him. And that's what he's meant to do, because that's what he is. That's
I like how he said that's what he is he's like pointing to himself. Like that's what I am.
Totally different idea.
Nobody's saying you are, brother. Yeah. Nobody's saying you are.
Characters is fine. It's when that evilness comes from their
Chris
culture.
Miller won some scratchers today, man.
Chris. Feeling a little frisky, I think.
I'll put you out of your misery. Say wham.
Don't mind him. He just drunk, that's all.
Don't mind him. He just won $100 on some scratchers, that's all. In my games, orcs and goblins are lesser demons. They can be created or summoned by evil wizards. Yeah, I think that's great. Think Ghoulies or the Troll movies. Yeah. Legendary. Love it. Love it, love it.
How the systemic bullcrap that is placed upon
the systemic. I like how he has a little bit of a lisp too, doesn't he? He does have a little bit of a lisp. The systemic bullcrap.
He's manifesting his inner Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he's got a nice sized canyon in between those two front jumpers.
Have a nice fight, Mike. Off.
Ryan for 2. Chris finally found his wallet. Yes, indeed.
That's where the problem is. Like, and I'll use real quick. I'll use this real quick. We know the Drow are evil because of Loth, quote unquote.
Yeah.
If it stayed with, that's some matriarchal, that's some misogynistic stuff going in that as well. Because why the woman got to be evil?
Oh, brother.
Oh God. Because it looks cool.
There's the explanation.
Do not get yourself into trouble, Chris. Come on now. Thank you, though, buddy. Appreciate it. All you guys, thank you so much. Now we're on to Lolth. Now Lolth is bad.
But
nothing they won't sacrifice or tear down.
You right.
But if that was the route you were going to go, because an evil goddess or god decided to inflict that concept upon their people, then
Taco
that's a
break.
route. But when you make it because they're dark skinned and they are in the ground and they just naturally are bad, but all the pale white ones are really cool and they get pretty magic because they're high elves, that's a problem. Go ahead, B-Day.
To be fair, we always thought they were a little gay, didn't we? I mean, elves.
Hey, I played Eldar, so no, I'm not knocking them.
Yeah, you're right. Matthew Pickard, $2 Canadian. Daggerheart, more like Figurehurt. Got him.
Got him.
What if you were a purple elf? Remember that one? Quizzle.
Quizzle. Boy, he probably regretted the minute he said he had purple hair.
That burned him to pieces.
Yeah. Inside joke.
Don't forget those sun elves. They're tan. They're sun kissed. They're not really white. They're tan. So it's not racist. They're golden skinned.
I've never heard of sun elves. That's something new to me.
Yeah, it's like they don't even like talk the language. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
Like we had a big game, like John Oliver was in town because he renamed our local team for like 4 games. All right, fine. I don't like John Oliver. But he was in like the booth, like the announcer's booth calling the baseball game. You could just tell he just didn't. I have no doubt he's a baseball fan, but just the way he was like calling the game, like Crazy Mouse would understand this. You know someone who understands the sport just by how they talk about it. Oh, there he's going to catch that ball in you know. It's just it was so stilted and awkward. I'm like, okay, that's kind of the way these guys are talking. Like the sun-kissed elves. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Yo, I'm just saying.
All right, so maybe Forgotten Realms. Okay, mea culpa. As I said, I am not a Forgotten Realms guy. So. Thank you, Rick Loveday, for setting me straight.
Your delivery was hilarious. I don't know why, but like honestly, like if you think about it, like so where you guys have that, I read all of like the Drizzt books. I love Drizzt to the point where my wrestling character is inspired by Drizzt to strive to be different and not follow that stereotype. So it's like it's weird to me almost that I'm hearing this, and now that you guys are saying, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh man, like, and I feel like I'm just having light bulbs. Like, what?
All right, so she read the Drizzt books. Okay, I didn't like Drizzt, but if you like him, fine. I know a lot of people do. She's inspired by it, created her wrestling character, and now she's listening to these dummies try to talk her out of not liking Drizzt. A bunch of people who literally have no jobs, like they're like they're professional GMs, or like Tanya DePass, a complete grifter. Like that is like when you're on your tax return. When you have to list like what your profession is, I would be shocked if she didn't put professional grifter, because that's what she is.
Is there a special tax code for that?
Yeah, I guess. Yes, but I mean, it's I Critical Bard, I guess, has a channel. I mean, he draws flies. They think these guys are so popular. I looked at Critical Bard's channel. A couple hundred views per video. Like he has, you know, far more subscribers than I do. But nobody watches his stuff because he's not entertaining. He's a talentless hack. Aside from her, from Ember Moon, all these people are talentless hacks.
What have I been doing? Because I've only associated like goblins and kobolds, like creatures that are almost they're slaves. I'm not gonna BS around it, but they're slaves or like
because you were normal and you weren't looking to be offended by everything until you started to get in the mix of people like this. Ryan for 2. Shame she gave up her own thoughts. Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah, like look at Tanya DePass there.
She's looking right now at the menu.
yeah.
What can I order next?
Like that is like, I don't even know if that's human. She is, one of the most wretched people. Just awful. Asterion Moloch 5. You can tell she's the only person who actually likes this game. Yeah. And she's, she probably thought it would be a good idea. All right, let's talk a little bit about race, talk about D&D. I'm sure she was going to make her, her virtue signaling.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I mean, just look at, I think they'll show her that you'll get to see the mess of her room again.
She's watching the Ring doorbell feed for the DoorDash guy.
That's exactly,
which is actually going to be not Orion Akaba, but your utter shits.
Arch minions
Scotty
are
G.
the fodder, and I associated more of that as being racist than some of the other stuff you guys are talking about.
Shout out to Dritz Duerden, our homie. But even then,
Matthew Pickard.
But you can't say that because you just said drow are the equivalent of black people. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't offer a shout out to this character because you've already condemned an imaginary race.
That's exactly. It's a great point
liar.
Too. God, the ends that they're going to just over fake races. Matthew Pickard for 2. They're called goblins because they're goblin puss. Goblin puss.
True story.
The Dritz stories are still the noble savage trope.
Goblin puss. I like it.
That is like, you're the good one.
You're the
into Omega.
Yeah, literally now just saying like, oh yeah, you can't like Drizz because he's the good one.
They're trying to like link a story together or like a scenario, and it reminds me of when Charlie Day in Horrible Bosses has like that board in the back with all like the yarn going. from one scenario,
famous meme. Yeah, yeah.
Biggest point though here in
it's about as disjointed as this is. Yeah, because like I said, you're dealing with profoundly uninspiring people.
And he
for
just
the
said
most
this,
part.
but I really
I'll like I said, I'll continue to give shout out to Ember Moon or Athena because I mean she's actually done something. I mean when you learning how to wrestle professionally probably does take a little bit of you got to learn how to take a bump and all that stuff. These other ones.
Want to underline this for anyone who might be confused. A villain
Nobody's
is a villain because of what they
Nobody's propped up by Wizards of the Coast and D&D, and we are suffering for it.
not because of what they are. So I just say it outright. You can have orcs that are adversaries, but they're adversaries because you guys are having a land skirmish, or maybe because they're starving. Maybe they've got a good reason for doing what they're doing, and you can still be
they're evil.
foes. But if your answer
I don't like the look of them, so I want to kill them.
is we're wiping them out because they're orcs.
That's my view
They're
on
evil
orcs.
Because they're goblins. They're good because they're elves.
Well, maybe
any correlation
maybe
between
Jeffrey Dahmer
race
was
and
just misunderstood. We just didn't understand him.
morality is problematic. And I had somebody say, well,
Pizza
but where
the
does
Hut.
it end? It was like, can I have a gold dragon that's a villain? I'm like, yeah, all it has to do is want something that you don't want. It wants to live where you live. And it's like, well, go, because obviously I'm going to make better use of it. They were like, well, what if it's a lich? Is it okay to have an evil lich? I'm like,
That's interesting. Yeah. I've seen some of his stuff. The reason we don't do like a lot of his stuff is it's just kind of boring. He's probably not the worst DM, but he's certainly not good enough to be a DM coach.
You could tell a story about a lich that's been a lich for 1,000 years and is starting to realize maybe they're wrong. Maybe this was a mistake. I mean, like if you have a creature with free will, they can make different.
Yeah, Matthew B. David seems like a guy who plays a music mogul and an absentee father in a vampire game because he did play one. Way to break stereotypes.
Decisions. It shouldn't just be like, oh, you've got dark
Thank you,
skin and
Matthew.
therefore you're bad, which is kind of what it's been for like, a couple centuries now. By like,
I already saw someone in the comments.
Hold on.
I already saw one in the
It's a deeper
comments.
dive right there about slavery and who bought slaves and who sold slaves. And don't shut up.
Yep.
That's why I don't read them. That's why I don't read them. Stop it, TK.
I don't read the comments. No,
I'm gonna
It's
do
too
it.
late.
I'm gonna
here.
do it.
I'm here.
No, I'm
here.
gonna. No,
Do it,
TK, you
Tanya.
talk. Let me talk.
See how mean she was there? Not to cut you off, but like, do you see how mean she was there? No, you talked. I talk now. That's Tanya DePass right there. What you don't understand is she hates all these people as much as she hates us because she's miserable.
I just saw her and I'm like, my brain hit. What is that episode in the old Star Trek where There's the monster on board that sucks the salt out of people.
Yeah, the salt vampire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she looks like.
Yeah. Oh God.
That's what
yeah.
she looks like.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, and I'm like, boom.
Good call on that one, Rogan. Yeah, the salt vampire.
Oh, so I'm going to talk about this because I can multitask. I've got more than one monitor. I can see all little raggedy comments in chat about, oh, I can't be evil now. I can't do this.
By the way, she cut off the only woman on the panel, the only person on the panel who was barely said anything. Like I had watched this video in its complete form up to this point. She barely said anything. Thieves Guild Games, $9.99, close enough.
The gun is good. The penis is evil.
Evil. We're bringing old school dungeon crawls to Shadowdark because of stuff like this. Excellent. Too many Taurus and anti-mythical world types. Look for Tomb of the Cursed Dead on Kickstarter. Okay. Is that live now, Thieves Guild Games?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Matthew Pickard, DePass seems like she ate too much pasta. Knew you wouldn't fail me there, Crazy Man.
Can't do that. Here's the thing. When you want to overlay real world racism and go historical accuracy, first off, you need to burn your books because you don't know what history is. There's no elves, there's no dragons, there's no dwarves. Last I checked, people may call me magical, but I can't cast nothing. And everybody wants to be, but
I think that was a joke that didn't land.
Landed with a thud.
See, it's just a
Didn't
game.
quite
It's just
track,
a game
Tanya.
Until we go, hey, orcs aren't cool. Orcs, as written, are noble savage tropes like Dave's.
Oh, shit. Okay. I saw. Hey, Trav, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, is doing a dungeon or a class at Dungeon Master Unit for 2,500. 1,000 to 2,500. Okay, I'll watch Pundit's video on it. I saw he released something. I didn't realize it was on that specifically. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Said, or they're stupid and they're evil and all they can do is bash and destroy things and they're not intelligent. Very same thing's been said about black men forever.
I also said that about the Irish and the Chinese and everybody else. Humans have done that to everybody.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
When you look at Drow, who shouldn't even be coal black because they live underground. There's no light. Why are they dark?
Because it's fantasy, you dimwit.
Because their soul is stained. Matthew for 2. They don't call you magical. They call you special.
Y'all heard
like it.
It makes no
With
sense.
big
but-
Because they were cursed to be dark.
They even send a shorter bus for me.
I'm just mad. I'm sorry.
I know, but I'm going to cut you off, man. I almost messed up. I'm going to cut you off. TK. But everybody wants to play around with race until it's time to really be about race. Everybody wants to be black and use ABE and all this other stuff, or come to the table and go, it's a fantasy. It's okay if I have slaves in my game, right? Or I can be a slave driver. Or if your character's black, then surely you're not educated. You had to have come from escaped slavery, or you were poor, or you can't read, or what have you. Brain.
Yeah, Chris Miller says he's darker than Tanya. I'm wondering if she's biracial. Maybe that's why she hates. Like she must. Maybe she had it was the rare case of like a white father leaving or something. Just stepped out on her, and now she hates all white men.
She didn't escape slavery, but she also didn't escape the food line.
no, she's unfortunately she was pulled into that world deeply. Marky X 5. Drow have black skin with white hair because they are supposed to be spiders. Simple Google image search shows this. There you go.
Rivals talked about why he intentionally made his character a black elf. First comment to him, so they're a drow? He didn't say that they were a drow. He said they were a black elf. They're dark skinned because he's a dark skinned black man. So we can't even have ourselves in a fantasy without people explaining to us why we're drow, why this is wrong, or you're forcing politics into the table. Guess what? I don't get to turn this off when we close our books. When I close D&D Beyond, when I put away my dice, I'm black till I die.
Amen.
Your mirror says otherwise.
Amen.
All right, let me get the Let me get the time here just to mark it. All right, 15 in. All right. We'll do lunacy, and then we'll see if we have the stomach for a condor. Oh, first of all, did you guys know?
Uh-oh.
Stephen Colbert.
I did see this.
Canceled.
Mm.
$40 to $50 million a year. They lose $40 to $50 million a year on that show. Ha ha.
I never watched it.
Nor did I. And then Jon Stewart did one of the cringiest rebuttal songs saying, "Go F yourself," like in front of a gospel choir. I guess so what are you saying? Like, they need to lose $40 million a year? I mean, it's CBS, so I really don't care. Ah, yes, my lightly melanated Noel is very demure, says Ryan. By the way, here's these are all a few years back, these were all your late night hosts and their political leanings. Do you see one conservative there? Just one?
In between that guy and that guy.
Yeah. And then, of course, Stephen Colbert. He deserved to be canceled for this. Seeing as we're going in the Wayback Machine.
Vaccine.
Oh boy.
A whole syringe full of myocarditis there. There you go. Yeah.
I'm getting to the point in my age where the things I don't see, I'm just glad I don't see them.
I mean, the whole concept is just wrecked. But like, also, you've got a guy in a miniskirt with like go-go boots on, dressed up like a syringe. Like, yeah.
That's his big moment.
Yeah. Oof.
I was a silver syringe dancer.
Yes, I was the silver syringe dancer. All right, let's do our lunacy mashup.
Because I'm autistic. And I self-diagnosed it, even though I'm not a doctor, with a lot of research and hearing other autistic people's experiences.
She's so autistic, her lips don't match her words.
Yeah, I'm wondering now.
Julian here is now at Ulta, and I'm here to see the display for the first time, you guys. Hi, honey. What's your name? Paulina. Nice to meet you, Paulina. Nice to meet you. What's your name, honey? Nice to meet you. We're gonna see what Julian hair looks like at Ulta for the first time. It's gonna be Ulta fun. Okay, let's see it.
I don't know what we just watched, to be honest with you. I don't even know what this is.
Guy's at Ulta?
Yeah. Ulta saw what happened with Bud Light and said, "Hey, maybe we can fix it."
Who's that? She's so pretty. I got highlights since then. You guys, do you think it's pretty?
It's gorgeous.
Do you think she's gonna get along with all of her other new Ulta friends?
Gorgeous, of course. She fits right in.
She does, right? Javian Hair is now at Ulta Beauty.
It's like a child. It's like if you notice, their whole demeanor was, we have to treat this like a young child.
Who's the girl? Is that him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We love the hair you have.
Wait for it.
Well, they made Coldplay relevant again.
Yeah, I was gonna say now people
was
are actually
funny.
talking about Coldplay for the first time in 20 years.
How to wreck my career.
Yeah, yes.
And my marriage.
People were speculating, though, like nobody knew of that company. I think it's called Astronomy AI. Like nobody knew of that company before. So by him doing that, even though he got essentially shit canned, probably asked to leave. Like now people like actually know what that company is.
Great for business.
Yeah.
Great for business.
Yeah. Not so good for them or their spouses, unfortunately, but oh well.
And another thing.
Oh my goodness gracious! I wonder who she voted for. Her ballot box is right at the end of her nose.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that.
The people who love to say if you don't like it, leave. They are. There's plenty of us that are leaving.
Where are you going?
Now you're stuck with the ones that can't fucking afford to leave, and we're mad. So congratulations, you got what you wanted.
Lord of the Rings.
Now where are we supposed to go? You gonna pay for me to leave? Please fucking do. I have myself, my boyfriend, and my daughter. Oh, and his family, and you could pack mine too. We're fucking go. I don't want to be here. You fucking idiot. I can't fucking afford it. Do you want to know why?
I have a hunch.
Voted for Little Debbie, says Badger.
Because I work the same fucking 9-to-5 job you do, and I don't get paid shit.
So angry.
There are jobs out there.
Like, I do want to know, like what, a little more explanation. Your dumb answers make me ask more questions. So where do you work? You don't have to name the company, but what do you do for a living and how much do you make? Yeah. Like, if you're going to say the corner convenience store for $8.50 an hour, okay, that's not enough money. But what's your skill set? What can you do? But we don't talk about those things.
No. And it's like, look, there's a time when you have those jobs, and no, you should not get a living wage when you're 15, 16, years old, all the way into to 20. You're supposed to get skills during that time. And then you're supposed to either, all right, you're not going to, like a school or anything, or learning a trade. At the very least, if you work at the McDonald's, go into the management program, they'll train you there. You will be able to earn a living wage.
Do you know that?
But you'll have to work for it.
My wife
Lord of the Rings, good one, Cal.
My wife is a pretty high up in HR field, and she always compliments former McDonald's employees. She says they're phenomenal workers because they're all cross-trained in different things, and they deal with crisis really good, probably from people calling off all the time, so they know how to step in and do another person's job.
Yeah, I'm always kind of impressed. I always treat McDonald's employees well, even when they're behind, and I always understand, like, look, it's the restaurant is jammed, and if I have to wait an extra couple minutes, I don't care. Ho taster. Yeah. And like I said, it's getting to the point now. Look, if you're never has the old adage, half of life is just showing up, or 3/4 of life, or whatever it is, 80%. It's never been more true than now.
Your best ability is availability.
If you just literally show up and do your job, you are no longer just a mid-range employee like you were back in our day, right? You are now a high achiever. Ryan says Aldi's paying 18 out there.
Our Aldi's pay is very similar to that here.
Yep. Yeah.
We know somebody that worked there.
Yeah. And Ryan's in our same general area too, over in Ohio. Oops.
It always annoys me when someone tells me to get a job that I don't want. For example, like they tell me, oh, well, if you need money, just work in customer service. Or something like that. It's not that I don't want money. It's that it's kind of like a compromise of my morals.
It's against her morals to have a job.
There's some things in life, okay? If you don't have feathers, you can't fly. If you don't have hair, you can't put it back in a ponytail. Don't talk about morals when you don't got them.
Yep.
Now let me explain what exactly I mean by that, because it's gonna get really weird really quick if I don't.
She kind of looks like a played out, blown out, like Linda Cardinelli, like from back in the day.
I don't want a job.
Linda's really hot.
Yeah.
She's trying to come off as Aubrey Plaza right here.
Yeah, maybe a little. Yeah, like I said, she's more like Linda Cardinelli's, like, I don't know, like Down syndrome's sister or something. I don't know.
From what I'm seeing on here, the color of the screen is her green is faded out pretty well, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
she is. It is blown out.
Yeah. Her experience in regards to morality is dancing around that pole.
Yeah, it's hard to see the rest of her. I don't know if she has
anymore. You don't. There's no pride in that anymore. So
under the society we currently live in, I would say capitalism specifically. I don't want a job within like the way we're running things, because as it currently stands, when I was born, I didn't ask to be here. And when I was a teenager, I nearly ended it all, and the only reason I stayed alive was because people I honestly did not know at the time would leave me told me I shouldn't.
So what are you saying? Just spit it out. What's the lesson we want to learn from you?
What do you want us to do?
Yeah, what?
It's throwing away the gift of life. I mean, do you know how amazingly unlikely is your birth? As Monty Python once sung.
I'd give 1,000 of you for some of the people that I know that passed away, sweetheart.
Yeah. How many people would, beg to have somebody else back? And this person is just so fucking...
And guess what? They would work any job that was available.
Yep.
Because that's how it works.
Yes, I'm talking about sewer slide.
She wants to work in the sewers.
So now, as an adult, if I'm going to continue living, I'm not going to be the one paying for my fucking life. I did not ask to be here. I did not ask to stay here. And God knows that, honestly, food, water, and shelter, clean, good for the population.
Amazing.
Those things should already
This really is quite amazing. This one is like kind of blew me away.
be paid for us. In America, that doesn't happen simply because we've got greedy overlords. Nah. I'm not paying those fuckers.
Well, move over.
I'm not talking, and I'm not.
Is she gonna pop a balloon in her chest with that fucking needle? What is she holding that thing for?
Do not know. I'll grab that one. Spin Gypsy, our friend 5. When I was 20 back in 89, we must be very similar in age. I thought the world owed me a living. Yeah, it responded by showing me the back seat of my Dodge Colt for 2 weeks. Yeah, funny. Since then, I've been a money-making machine. Yeah, a lot of that is a great point. A lot of these people, they are too fucking comfortable. Your ass will work, honey, when you're starving to death, or you're dying of thirst. I mean, you will work your ass off and do whatever it takes. A lot of these people who are like, oh, I can't work the 20 hours a week I need to do now, to get Medicare. Something tells me you're gonna.
I do tax evasion.
Lazy ass.
It's just that I don't have a job, and I don't have money to do that. So I have family members that help me out. I've got systems for that.
Systems.
Yes.
Systems.
Yeah.
Yeah. My system is I call my cousins and my sister. Can I have some more money?
If it gets to...
Can you get it? Did you apply for a job? No, I told you I'm not working. Not in this evil capitalist system. You're fucking lazy.
The point where all those things are cut
Bitch,
from me, then
starve.
I don't
sure,
have to
I'll
work
get a
as my
fucking job.
Stepdad.
But currently, since I have the ability not to, my morals and everything else, they're going to be saying hell no, because the
Ever
only
since
reason
Overkill mentioned her bra, I can't take my eye off her boob.
that those things are like an absolute
Yeah, it's a
necessity is
little.
because the government.
There's something weird, like misshapen there, isn't there? What the?
Those ain't buoys.
It's above us, force it to be. In other countries, it's not exactly like that. Now, that, granted, is always different no matter where you go. But I know there are places that it's very different, and it's a lot better to live as a citizen in other countries.
If you were to go to like Brazil or something, you can't just like go to even a place like Brazil. They'll be like, you can't just come here. because they realize they can't pay for you. So they're like, how are you're coming to this country. How can you support yourself? That's the first question you will get asked. You are in the land of plenty where a blown out hag like you can still get by with probably amenities that would make somebody like 100 years ago just marvel. Like, you obviously can make videos. You have a phone. You've got probably as much free food as you want.
And hair dye.
Well, that budget is running low, but apparently. Oof.
It's a quality of life thing.
No, she is not.
Watch your mouth.
Oh, no, you don't.
It pisses
Hello.
me off.
Hello.
Like, it gets brought up even sometimes.
We know who you mean.
Plus, do you realize how ridiculous it is just to put in the work to get a job that you will absolutely hate? Just trying to get a job in any place, even
How
like
would you
something
know?
simple as customer service. That shit sucks. You put in more work and you get more qualified to get a job that sucks than to actually do the job.
If you gave her $100 bill, she'd complain that it's too green.
The thing is, she's not like alone, because it's like you do hear this from way too many like girls, even guys like her age. It's like, bitch, I worked at Pizza Hut for 7 years. Was it always the best? No. But I fucking had a ball at times, man. It was great at times. Yeah, it sucked when you're getting slammed and you're like 10 orders behind. I met a lifelong friend at Pizza Hut. I'm sure a lot of you have similar stories working other low-paying jobs when you're a teenager.
I bet she's only like 19.
Yeah, she's probably early 20s, probably at the most. Yeah, I could see her being 19 though.
But those jobs, those first jobs you get, as much as you hate them, they're like, those are the ones that give you some of the most amazing life lessons, some of the most amazing memories.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everything I learned about like work life, I learned at Pizza Hut.
So did John Osborne.
Yeah. Yep. Fellow Hut veteran. Yeah, and you pretty much know everything you need to know about the world working there, because you interact with the world so much. Like in my job now, even though I get paid a ton more, you don't interact with the general public, so you don't get a sense of like, oh, okay, this is the way people are, this is the way people react in this situation. Yeah, so pretty much every life lesson, all the important life lessons you will learn working at a McDonald's, a Pizza Hut, etc. for about 3 years. Patrick Demo for 2. Shudder, those cold, dead eyes. It's always the eyes, yes. Patrick. You know that, of course. Always the eyes. The eyes have it. Go ahead. Click on Max. You okay over there? There you go. When the next generation thinks finding a job is way too much work, civilization is about to crash. Yeah. Well, AI may just make that a moot point. For a lot of these people, they'll just, honestly, that's what they'll start to do. They'll just blame AI, even though they're not qualified to probably get the jobs that AI is going to take. AI is going to take like my job. Ain't going to take Crazy Mouse's job. Ain't going to take Rogan's job, because these guys actually, they're out there like doing things. Like I have a white collar job. Like AI is going to take my job. But you'll see a dummy like her saying like, "Oh, AI, now I can't get a job." My first job at 15 was at McDonald's. Learned to shut up, do as I'm told, show up on time. Yeah,
amen.
That's all. That's
what the fuck.
How to take orders. If you next to the military, it's probably the best possible thing you could do.
Up with that. Like, I see enough on my For You page of just, I submitted over 100 applications this year. Only 4 or 5 of them got callbacks. I'm like, yikes.
So you're just not going to apply
at all?
Yeah,
our system has fucked us over.
Yeah. It's just so hard to really stand
And that's
up
why I
when you
refuse
don't
to be a part of it.
1, 2. Impeach this fool. 3, 4, convict this whore. 5, 6, remove this prick.
What's up with her tooth?
7,
It's like about ready to fall
8,
out, man.
convict this ingrate.
It's like on the side of her. What is going on?
I wish I knew, buddy. I don't know. I was just going for the message. I didn't even stare at the dude, but now that you've like shown me, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one on the far left. Yeah, her left. Our
Like
right.
it wants to come out.
It's like it's hanging there.
The tooth fairy's coming to see her.
She is the tooth fairy.
10, execute him. The end.
How do these people not get arrested? Like they're literally You know what? And I'll also say, you're asking for someone else to do it. Why don't you go do it?
Yeah. If you're such a hero,
so you really don't want to do it, or else you would have done it.
And it's not a matter of life and death like you say it is every single day. Because if it was, you'd be like, oh my God, we got to stop this guy.
9, 10. Go to the dentist again.
God, nice. Yeah, Mike D for $10.
Let me see.
You're having to go in deep into the bag tonight.
We got one.
You know, Quasimodo predicted all this. Who did what?
Who did what? Old crazy eye Snagglepuss. Yes, sir. You just said it all.
I find peace in knowing that 95% of the people who leave rude comments under my videos anytime I address anything like societal, y'all would not say that shit to me in person. You wouldn't. And the maybe 5% that would, you're getting
Yeah, I hear you.
swung on.
Good song.
If not
Good
by
song.
me, by someone else. That just brings me a lot of joy. For anyone who just feels nasty like that on the inside, that's really
Yeah, it is crazy. Chris, I mean, you could literally, if you were a doctor and said, hey, this might have come from a lab instead of a bat market. It literally could have come from the coronavirus lab right up the road from where you're saying this market was. You could have lost your livelihood and been shouted down by retards. Literal retards. Hey, this ivermectin stuff, it might work, you know. It's not a super cure, but it might work. You mean horse paste? Didn't they just release something about ivermectin saying, yeah, actually you can use it? But no, you listen to your retarded, your wife's retarded friend. Oh, okay.
sad. It's a private journey of yours, but you are only empowered behind your phone screen.
Listen to women like this. Women like this will lead you to ruin. They will lead society to ruin. We need to start telling them to shut the fuck up.
Is there OnlyFans in the top corner? Or is it Shell Shock KKK? Is that what
No, that's the dude. He's on X. In fact, yeah, I should give him a shout out too, because I get so many of these videos. He curates them, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Shell Shock KKK, or Shell Shock with 2 Ks added on to the end. Good account on X. He's kind of like the new Libs of TikTok. Libs of TikTok got famous for bringing videos like this to light, but she got so big that she kind of does like other content on X now. Oh. So people like this, Shell Shock, obviously sensed a opportunity. So this is there is a fertile ground there.
So what I'm getting from this woman and all the other women that we've seen in the past handful of reels here is the common denominator. They're not in a fucking kitchen making a man a sandwich.
No,
they are
You'd
not.
be happier if you were in that kitchen.
Yeah,
making your man a sandwich. That's a fact.
And it's like we say it for effect, but you're absolutely right. It is a fact. Find someone you love, and you won't mind doing things for him, like making a sandwich and having him do things for you too. Oh my God, yes. It's not
like telling you, like, honey, that shirt looks ugly on you. Don't wear it. Okay, honey.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, honey, you got a piece of metal in your face there. We need to take you to the doctor. Do you want to take it out? Or do you want me to take it out?
Rants about Akaba. They have cats, not men. Yeah, they will die miserable. They'll go through their lives miserable, and that's fine. But the problem is they make everybody around them miserable, and then like someone in your family is going to be friends with someone like this because like, oh, you just don't understand. She's really nice inside because she laughed at one of my jokes 2 years ago, and said I was just super cool and you're amazing. And you don't realize like we always talk about this. Like these people are just energy vampires. They will suck up every bit of life and energy in you.
Of your home.
You see these rings in a nose. Just move along.
In the real world, you are not empowered. You are a pussy. You are a baby back bitch. You're a weak. And that makes me really happy.
Yeah, see? That's the kind of person you're dealing with there. Fuck her. Fuck these people. If you're a dude, I can see why women, might be listening to someone like that. If you're a dude who listens to a woman like that, you're a fucking pussy. Just like she said, you are a fucking pussy.
She's driving her boyfriend's car on her way to pick up her other kid from her other baby daddy.
She found a sucker.
Yes.
Yeah, she found a sucker.
I finally agree with the Republicans on something. Let's open Alcatraz. Let's keep Rikers Island open. And what we should do with those facilities is send every last MAGA person to them because they are all traitors and do not deserve to be out in the public with the rest of us civilized folk.
Civilized? His glasses look like they're from the Flintstones.
Yeah, dude, wash your hoodie. Wash your hoodie. Don't talk about civilization when you got the cap on and those glasses and hoodie.
Dressed like the Unabomber with a pair of prehistoric glasses.
In society, put them in these facilities, and then we never have to deal with them again.
I wouldn't let them.
Yeah. While the rest of us are trying to move forward and progress into the future, MAGA has done nothing but hold us all back. They are a cancer to our country and to the rest of the world. And we need to make sure that they
movie.
I know. Something was fucked up with the transition when I edited these.
Sat aside, put in time out, and understand what they've done. There is no rejoining with them or uniting with these people until they've been held accountable and take some personal accountability and apologize for what they've done to the rest of us. There is no forgiveness. Not now, not ever.
Let's take a look in your closet, Ted.
It's like a hostage video, he says.
Yes.
Well, I like how he said, you need to apologize, and then he said, there'll be no forgiveness. So why would anybody apologize if you're not going to forgive them? I thought this was cute. Wife's making snow angels. There we go. I think I bet on this horse in the third race last night, Crazy Mouse. Finish last.
No.
I do like stuff. There's one more here,
When
too.
you use your big boy fingers to type out something hateful and nasty to a woman,
what's that smile for?
Oh, boy.
I like Crazy Mouse's reaction. Oh, boy.
This ought to be good. When Mrs. Mouse always comes up, she's like, I was thinking about something. I always followed up with oh, boy, this ought to be good.
just keep in mind, you never know whether that woman uses her witchcraft or not. Because some people don't even know that we have magical powers. And some women know, but they ignore them because, religion, whatever.
Now that you got that out of your system there, go make your husband a sandwich.
Yeah.
His flapjacks are waiting. You're still laying in bed.
You wonder if when she's done with this video, where's my goddamn breakfast? Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. She runs up, drops the phone.
Steel cut oatmeal's waiting for you.
Oh, we are full witch. And some of us, we only
never go
do
full
our
witch
witchcraft for good. We would never use it to bring harm onto another person. But there's always a time to start.
Starting to have a lot of sympathy for those guys back in Salem. All of a sudden, they might have been onto something here.
Just think, after she filmed it, she's like, should I post it? Yep. I'm proud of this one. Let me put it out there.
She texts all her friends, I'm going live in just a minute.
Yeah, I'll get the creepiest angle available. Look like I'm crawling up to the camera like Bob from Twin Peaks.
Oh, brother.
God.
And cut.
Look how light it is outside, you lazy bum.
Go do something.
Can you feel the shift?
No.
No. A flat no.
Right out the gate.
We would never do it, but there's always a time to start. Yeah. Witchcraft? I made my save. Go away.
Well played, Patrick. I like that.
It's starting. Men are being exposed for being the frauds that they are. There's nothing alpha about them. They don't protect. They do not provide.
You're not giving guys anything to protect.
Yeah. You got your shitty fucking tattoos on your shoulders and your upper arm. Shut up.
Would you go to your guy? How many times have you been run through? 30?
Train time.
Yep.
Choo choo.
Yeah, just the glassy, dead eyes. They've all it's like their souls are gone. I mean, really, I say this sincerely. Find like religion, like find God.
They're the most selfish individuals on the planet. They're responsible for 99% of violent crime.
That's not entirely true. That's a lie. We all know that's a lie, lady. That's a lie.
Why is every what's the rate of abuse in like lesbian relationships? It's like really high, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
The
extremely
lesbian divorce
high.
is higher than straight divorces.
And women
Yeah, absolutely.
rule, which is coming. Grape will be punishable by death.
We could do that now. If it's legit, we ain't going on your
definitions.
Yeah, we ain't going on your definition. We ain't going on, I had to change a heart after I said yes. But violent, I don't care. Or at least, cut their balls off or whatever. That's fine with me. Yeah, yes.
Sexual harassment, castration, abortion available on every street corner.
Oh, yeah, there you tipped your hand there. Yeah, we already know you're a fucking lunatic. So somewhere out there, there's a dude pining for this girl, and God, I wish I could get to them. I wish I could reach them.
And like when Morgan Freeman's talking to his parole officers I wish I could go back and talk to him. Talk some sense into him.
Yeah, this is the kind of...
From Shawshank.
Oh, yeah. This is the kind of girl that'll just ruin you, though.
But will castrate you.
Awful people. Oh, you want some good vibes, guys? She's panicking. Mom's there. Little brother or sister's there. Ah! Look at that. That's what it's all about. Look at how happy she is. Friend helping out.
I miss that age with my kids.
I do too. Good thing is, I get a little rebound with the grandchild.
Yeah.
Yep. It's I think we're done. But you hear women like that one before. Just they'll never know like how what that's like. Like abortion on every corner.
The other thing
you'd want to abort that girl?
Like, imagine if that girl did reproduce and had a son. Like the uphill battle that kid will have for forever.
Yeah. Just a mother who just honestly doesn't care. I mean, I mean, most mothers have the mothering instinct, but you do get the Susan Smiths, the Casey Anthonys, even lesser versions of that, maybe who aren't homicidal, but just they're so selfish, they don't give a fuck. Yeah, I feel bad for people that don't get to experience that. And I know there are people that want to and just can't, and that makes it all the worse. When I see people who just fritter it away and they fritter their lives away. By just not being normal. Just be normal. Yeah. Yeah, and we have a lot of friends like that too, Erad, and yeah, it's like we always say, like, man, why didn't so and so have kids? They're good people, and yeah, a lot of times they just kind of waited too long, or they had self-doubt and didn't think they'd be good parents. But just take the plunge. Just take the plunge if you're in that. If you're still in that zone, which I know a lot of people in this chat are not, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have kids and stuff.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
It is worth it. Seeing that little girl light up.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Baby number 6.
All right, congratulations.
Oh, attaboy. Attaboy.
Slipped one past the goalie.
He slipped so many by they had to change. They had to change the goalie.
Change goalies.
Get the backup in there.
Mac, you got 8 kids. Good for
Mac,
you.
8.
Good for you.
8 is enough.
Yep. And look, it's hard. I mean, we're seeing that with my son and daughter-in-law, with our little granddaughter. She cries, when she's not with mom. I was holding her the other day, and she's like clawing me, just because mom wasn't there. I'm like, it's all right. You'll get used to us.
Oh yeah,
you'll get used to us. But yeah, we just can't wait, to see everything unfold. So yeah, always give yourself a little palate cleanser, especially when you deal with just the horrible people that we saw earlier, like on that, like Omega Jones, Critical Bard, awful guy.
Chris Miller wants to know what book is behind you.
You mean this book here? This book right here, Chris?
That's the one.
Encore by Chris Miller. Look at that.
Ooh, same name.
Link in the description, as always, for Chris's stuff. He's a made man. He's a made guy. Encore. Chris can probably give you the pitch in chat. I know what we could do. Do a real quick. We can do a little quick flip through of something here.
Well, we were talking a little bit earlier before we started things. I wanted to shout out to Chris. I got the hard copy of Mad Scribe, and thank you very much for that.
Very kind, I liked thumbing through it. I think the cosplayer is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Double D's adventure, the picture of the guy looked very familiar.
Yeah.
But it's
looked like somebody that we
know.
that we know.
But it's good to have that in my hand. I bought the PDFs of the other ones, but having that in my hand kind of threw me way back in the day. Back when White Dwarf was a good magazine, and back when Dragon was out and Dungeon Magazine was out. It feels pretty freaking good to have that in my hands. Awesome magazine. Everyone needs to buy it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chris.
Mrs. D and I were at Geneva on the Lake a couple weeks back. We went back sort of to that area for the medieval fair, but we didn't this time. We just wanted to go to this place called Geneva on the Lake, which is a nice little resort town. I'm sure Overkill Joe knows of it. I'm sure Ryan knows of it too. And they have a lot of like these cool old stores that have just a bunch of old shit in them. So I'm like, ooh, I will pick these up. So
2 for a nickel.
Yeah, a couple bucks. Blood of the Serpent.
That sounds familiar to me.
I'm trying to see when this was. All right, so this looks like it was 87.
It sounds like Blood of the Serpent was something that me and we did for Otto and Roland.
Oh yeah, that could be. That could be. Not sure when this was. This looks like 80s.
Poor Rourke.
Yeah, we will revisit them when I can catch my breath. I know where we're at, so. Maybe this is like close to 1990.
Spin's heading out.
See you, Spin.
Have a good one.
Mrs. Spin's getting cranky. He's got to go cook.
Aurora, the closest thing to real racing. Huh. Tommy. Yeah, this is like maybe early 90s, maybe?
Conan storybook with the LP included.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I used to get like my mom got me, it was called the Spider-Man. It was like a Spider-Man book and record set. We're talking like mid 70s here.
We have it in our basement.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
You know what? It's on YouTube. Somebody put the record and recorded it. And when I heard it, it immediately took me back. I'm like, oh my God, I'm like 5 or 6 years old again. Crazy. Just look at this artwork, though. I mean, it's just...
What a commercial for Tang. Is that what that is?
Yep.
It's got to be the 80s.
Be a big orange, big shot with Tang. I was thinking like late 80s, very early 90s. Ooh, Robotech role-playing game. Ooh, there you go. Robotech role-playing. Details on Veritech Mecha, SDF1. Yeah. Experience the TV series, go beyond the comic books. Live the adventure. Like, this is like way more inspirational than that garbage, like Forgotten Realms bullshit. There you go. What's more inspiring, guys? That?
Gerbils.
Gerbils? Dudes like this saying, go get him! I don't know what he's saying. But fuck, man. It's got to be Conan, right? Maybe? Yep. Shit was really good. The man. Oh, look, the women there. Women are beautiful. They look like women.
No nose rings, no blue hair.
No nose rings.
No ballot boxes.
Yeah, no ballot boxes on the front of their face. Just wanting to please their men and be protected by them. Fuck, man. This looks like a good story, actually. Now I'm wishing I would have gotten like the... I don't think there was like, you know, a full like run like right in front of me. It was just the odd issue here or there. Hey kids, fly high with Rain Blow Bubblegum. Super Bubble.
Hey, that's the one you got, right? The other one?
The other one, yeah. Yeah.
$3 off of eBay.
$3. Oh, really? Yeah, there you go. What year does it say?
86.
Yeah, okay, I figured. Yeah, I figured these were late 80s. Mid to late 80s.
Dice Tales says there better be a Sea Monkeys ad.
I think this is a little too late for the Sea Monkeys. Sea Monkeys, it had to be early 80s.
70s, early 80s.
70s, early 80s, yeah. Sea Monkeys. Oh, man. You saw those, you're like, oh my God, I got to get those. It's like a whole family.
Yeah.
You're expecting, like,
Yeah.
instead it's like plankton or,
Yeah.
you know, like...
I want to see the female sea monkey boobs. What a disappointment that
I may
was.
fall in love with the sea monkey daughter.
Chris Miller has this issue.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's a kick-ass cover.
Like issue 34, it looks like.
Yep. $1.25.
May of 86. I'd have been in 10th grade. Oh, maybe 9th grade. No, 10th.
I was working my real job.
Yeah, that's right. You had a couple years on us.
A couple years. I'm old.
You had a couple years on us. Comic book conventions.
Let's go. Well, they're probably not still.
Yeah,
there.
probably not. Yeah.
They're probably is that Dr. Doom?
Mm-hmm. Garden City, Boston, Washington, Anaheim, Manhattan. Love that action on the horse. Love the way the horse is there. Don't you, Rogan?
I do.
Like they knew how to. It's like they knew how to draw back then.
Yeah.
Like these people don't know how to fucking draw now.
It's action without power poses. All the other stuff is just the power pose.
Yeah.
Just no action.
Yeah, no action on this fucking cover. It's just someone posing for a selfie. Posing for a selfie. Ryan for 5. My mother was not a fan of our Conan comics, but she graciously allowed us to keep them. The last one you had was solid. All of them were, honestly, yeah. I'd love to get those old Conan ones, Ryan, from like the 70s, like the ones that were like bigger. You know the ones I'm talking about?
I had a whole bunch of them. Big magazine size.
Yeah, I think they did an omnibus of those, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I'll have to see if I can check those out. Please, no more white blonde guys. There's like 100 million of them. We love them, but we hate them.
Now, is that Thoth and Anon, or is that his name?
Thoth Amon?
Yes.
Might be. This is my first time looking at it. The Ring of Thoth Amon. That was the one in, I think, the Phoenix on the Sword, right? The wizard. I love how in that story he's like a slave and he's like, if only I had my ring. If only I had my ring. And then the guy who's keeping him in slavery is like digging through a bunch of jewelry. And he's like, my ring! Goes over and grabs it.
Travis played those Spider-Man things for his kids on a road trip.
Oh, really? I just remember the one they were talking about, the constellations, like Cassiopeia. You know, I always remember like that. And when my brother found it on YouTube, that's the one that he found. He's like, yeah. He's like, hey, you had this. I'm like, you're damn right I did. Played the shit out of it. Probably for like 2 years, I just played it nonstop. There we go. That's a woman warrior. That's what they should be. I mean, I have no problem if they're in chainmail too, but this is fine too. She's still exuding a little bit of sexiness, danger. There we go. Played by Grace Jones.
Rocky?
Rocky, do you think I'm
Do you
sexy?
think I'm sexy?
These are good stories, man. There we go. Oh, I like that. Dead bodies. Conan on the horse.
I think back to you played a little snippet of a guy in his little library talking about Conan, how he hated Conan.
Oh God,
You know?
yeah. He just couldn't get it. He didn't get it.
Yeah.
I just don't get
read
it.
a lot of science fiction and fantasy books, but I just can't get Conan.
Oh, Rogan, maybe do you remember this? 1961, the Marvel Universe. 1986, the New Universe. It all begins this summer.
Yeah.
Summer of 86. That had to be big. They just do like a reboot of shit, kind of? Or was that just a way to sell new comics?
It was a way to sell new comics.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. There we go. Get in on this.
Now, if this was 10 years earlier, they'd have the little cartoon of the guy
kicking sand in his face.
Yeah. You know, then he's going lifting weights and kicking and breaking things, and he's out at the beach the next day.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, be tough. I mean, really tough. Like Joe Weider or something. Yeah.
Pump you up, says Surly Old Wolf.
I love it. Holy shit.
Mac Thompson's getting out.
Yep. That's all right. We're almost at the end. I have a Condor video, but I don't have the strength to. I don't have the strength to do it.
We can hit that up next week.
Yeah, we'll do it next week.
Unless there's some other breaking news next week.
Yep. Yeah, we'll always stay abreast of the breaking news. Mid-'80s. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive.
It's pretty freaking awesome.
Go to the grocery store, probably still back then, right? Oh, yeah. Get this kind of comic.
Oh, absolutely.
Just jammed full, like you got your money's worth here. Like there wasn't a shitload of ads or anything. I mean, it's pretty dense.
But not just the ads. The ads are hyping up their own conventions and where to meet up.
Yeah. They're entertaining.
I loved in a handful, a lot of the Marvel ones, the certain Spider-Man, a couple of the titles where Stan Lee would have his letters and he'd write to people, and people that write him letters and stuff like that. He'd respond to people. I loved seeing that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, see him interact with the fans. A bygone era.
Yeah, that art right there is, it's fantastic to see. What we're getting right now throwing at us in by TSR is pretty shit. I kind of thing that scratches my head a little bit more is like, TSR, Wizards, whatever, they have their Magic the Gathering, that long history of tremendous art. Going, well, how 30 years-ish now? Magic's been going on nearly 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
So much amazing art in those cards and stuff like that. But they're throwing this art crap at us. It's just awful.
Yeah.
Is Magic the Gathering, they melting down the art going into that now? Is that art going into those cards?
Well, it's the same slop they put in D&D.
Is it?
I think there's a lot of crossover now. Like there's going to be a Magic setting, like a D&D setting based on the Magic world. Yeah, Ryan, we used to be a proper society. Yeah. Hey, we lived it. Oh, well. Yeah. And I still don't, even if they're starting to go away from a lot of the stuff they were doing, 5 years ago, I still don't know if it would be good value, Your boy Zach, who made his living, just incisively just talking about how comics were going to shit based on what's going on with D&D now. He's turned trade. I don't want to say like traitor, but he's like completely now like comics are great. All you people complaining now are just. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I still see some of the stuff that they're putting out, and it doesn't look that great, but
all the stories have already been written.
Look at this esoteric, only as healthy as its dreams.
Ooh. Is that a haiku?
Wow,
I like
that. I'm writing it down.
Is that what you are, Merlin? Just a dream?
Surly Old Wolf, busting some knowledge, making you think.
Yep. 25 cents. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go down to Chris's. He's looking for people.
Guys, if you got a little spare time, start doodling. Chris will give it a good look over. Yep. And if you guys have RPG ideas, like for like an article, an adventure, mini adventure, like a place, I'm sure he would even do like an NPC, just anything gaming related, that's gonna fit into our je ne sais quoi.
Send him Send him RPG of Unarat.
Oh yeah, I should.
NPC,
the dirty fighter, legend. I feel so like free when I have the Rode wireless on. Like I'm not tethered. Like I can just go this way. I can go that way. I can go any direction I want. I was thinking like next week is the 3-year anniversary of the channel.
Holy cow.
Shut your mouth.
You have to make a cake or something.
Nope. Thinking of something to do. Should go on a road trip or something.
Next week, all those people, if you're traveling to Gen Con, that's next week. Next Wednesday, they'll be traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're not listening, you're traveling. Yeah, I'm right. If you're not listening, you're traveling, drive safe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you're driving, put us on in the background. Fuck the GPS shit. We'll tell you which way to turn.
You don't need the GPS. Yeah, we'll tell you which way to go. Left. Just type it in while you're driving.
Yeah. Keep your eyes open. Tell us your stories. If you drive by the zoo, you're going the wrong way.
All right, guys. Well, it is time. It's that time. Oh, so sad. To say goodbye. Sexcalibur. Cal. Naughty. Well, you guys have a great week. Yeah, and if there are people who are traveling next Wednesday or even before that, like I'm sure Patrick will probably be there Tuesday. Yeah, just drive careful, and we'll catch up with you before Gen Con. Yeah, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Good show.
Absolutely.
Great turnout, as always. Looks like 200 is the new normal.
Yeah.
Spread the word. Let's get it up to 3.
Hit the like button.
Smack the like button.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
The GoFundMe.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to help Aten out from We Love TTRPGs. Honestly seems like a pretty nice guy.
If you can.
And he does pretty entertaining videos. Cal said, hey, you might like this. And it was pretty funny, the video he showed me. So I watched a few more. If you have a couple extra bucks, you want to throw it his way.
Skip a Starbucks tomorrow and just donate that.
Skip the Starbucks, yeah. Check it out. And, yeah. All right, guys. That's all. Nothing else to say. Oh, I always want to try to time it at the end of the music. I love this NFL Films music. Songs of my childhood. All right. Have a great night, Patrick, and everybody else. Thank you all for for Super Chat.
Chris Miller, don't get in trouble with the lady.
Yeah.
Hide that credit card receipt.
Yeah, for sure. Hope you hit those scratchers again next week.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Peace.
Peace out.
God rest Aussie and everybody else who's passed. But for those of us still living and kicking, we'll see you next week. I'll get you something on the way out.
I need my bag of holding. Perception check. That's way too low. I really have no idea what's going on.
By rubbing one of these corpses, I can tell what's going on.
So what's happened here?
Circle of death.
Circle of death? Circle of death?
Circle of death!